tale of a world where heroes walk among us, fighting through the darkness left by monsters and by selfish men. A tale of glory rents asunder, sacrifice and battles lost. Our heroes know not what awaits them, and still they carry on. Let me sing a song of a family forged by trials and woe. On their own they falter, but together they will write their own tale of glory rent asunder, sacrifice and battles lost. Our heroes know not what awaits them, and still they carry on. What was rent shall be restored. What was lost now shall be found. The price of valor ever rising, but victory brings new rewards. Tales of glory, might, and wonder, hard-fought battles, treasures won. Our heroes know their fate awaits them, and so they carry on.
Hello, and welcome to Waterdeep. I am once again your humble master of dungeons and keeper of dragons, Pixel, and I am excited to present to you that my boyfriend rescued me from this infernal ritual in this well-appointed villa, and all I got was this lousy, not being torn apart by a horrible devil 20th episode of Ages of Einward in collaboration with our beloved partners in the Yeet Fleet presents Waterdeep Dragon Heist. What's up, everybody? Of course, as always, it's me, Pixel, and we are here to play some Dungeons and Durgans, my friends. Those of you who've been with us before, you know the drill, but for anybody new, we're going to get into the game here in just a few minutes. But before we do remind you of a few housekeeping things. First things first, I will be GMing today, so you may see things on my screen that our players are not privy to. You may see the main names of characters or monsters on character sheets that I click and abilities they have. You might see stuff on the map, all that kind of stuff. Don't spoil those things in chat. The players will be hanging out and chat with you and don't want to be spoiled on stuff. So... second, please don't forget about the rules. D&D has a lot of them, and we don't always get them right. Don't lose your mind about it. Third, don't be a wangrod. We do try to have no internet toxicity here, so don't be judgmental about our players' knowledge of the game or the rules, their character or RP choices, or frankly, anything about them or each other for that matter. And of course, as a reminder, we do release the show on the Ages of Einward YouTube during the week following each session, so if you want to rewatch it or have to miss part of tonight's episode, you can always go back and check it out. And of course, last thing, but not least, before we get started, we're going to go around and Cass, please introduce yourself and your characters, starting, of course, with the man without whom truly none of this would be possible, my streamer senpai and yours, father, gamer, family man, guitarist, rarer than a shiny Pokemon, non-toxic, southern accent, having homie, Final Fantasy wifing, president of these United States, Well, the states of our hearts, anyway. The Prime Minister of Sinister, the wholesome, dulcim, waifu, haiku, husbando, commando, inventor of non-stick pans himself, Charlie's Chocolate Factory CEO search contest winning, Lord of Sinning, the reason for the season, new year, new me, stronger than an oaken tree, king of the hill, and skinner of knees, the decider of things, and the lord of our rings, the hidey-ho, daddy-o, when they go lie, we go low, solo, dolo, he's hard and wired, the true FIFA Peace Prize 2025 winner, all others are just pretenders, God, King, Emperor of Dune. Dune his best, I suppose. One cool cat, a chilled feline, if you will. A truly outstanding hang glider, inventor of those tiny little cheeseburgers. I think he called them sliders. He's a culinary MacGyver, a real high flyer. Watch the clock because my man's on a timer before he's blowing up, more famous than Oppenheimer, a complete live wire, the big dog himself. Vincent Page.
Oh my god, bro.
Listen, I told you guys it was a doozy.
How much did you add? Did you make up for the weeks we
everything,
missed?
The last thing we had was sliders, so culinary MacGyver there to the end. I went on a real, freestyle.
Pretty good.
Vincent Page, guys, hi. I can't follow that. I don't know.
Well, who are you playing tonight, Vincent Page?
Oh, yeah. Who am I? Oh, Vareth. Yeah, I'm Vareth. Hey, guys. I'm playing that drow guy.
We have absolutely bamboozled our man here. Do you have chat inspiration?
Yeah, I'm really off my game, but listen, it's been a while.
Well, while you're looking that up, Lady Stuff.
I'm Lady Stuff. I need no introduction, as it turns out. So,
I can only do so many rhymes a day.
I was gonna say, I feel like we should rotate who gets introduced after that, just so it feels a little bit less like.
Why do I have to go after that guy?
Every single week, I'm just like.
Listen, I think you're missing that this is more me torturing him than gassing him up at this point.
I suppose that's true.
The more things I add, the meaner it gets.
I don't know.
Anyway,
doing his best was pretty good.
I do love that one. That's one of my. I feel good about it.
That's the only one I approve.
Dune.
God King Emperor of Dune his best.
Yeah. God King Emperor of Dune his
Okay,
best.
sorry.
That's okay. I am. My name is Tav, and turns out
I'm here to say
I'm here to say
I'm a dragonborn sorceress.
I'm a dragonborn sorceress half elf who also has a trust fund sending stone. So,
all right.
Here we go.
Skynet.
Yeah, Skynet. I am playing Victor Valacrest, the human paladin.
Heck yeah.
I'll have a lot more.
Excellent.
I'm alive.
Jason.
Yeah, I'm Jason, playing Ash, the wildfire druid, sometimes panther, sometimes other thing. And yeah, we're gonna have a little fun.
Oh yeah, and of course, Foxy.
I'm Foxy. I'm playing Zylander Blazel, and I have thoughts and things I want to do.
Okay, we have some inspo.
Well, that makes one of us because I ain't got.
I do not
things.
have chat inspo.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, you do.
Oh,
It's like the first thing that happened when this thing went live.
I got you, boy. I got you.
Oh,
Also, let me know if I'm missing anybody else, okay? And did you find out if you do,
I do.
Vincent?
I do now.
I do, yeah.
Okay. Everybody's topped up, right?
Topped
Yeah.
off.
All right, gang. Well, my name is Pixel. I will be your GM for this evening. You can find me here on twitch.tv/HammerPixel. We've been playing a lot of Final Fantasy XIV lately. And you can also find me on our alternating weeks where we have our Netherdeep campaign. Hopefully should be playing that again next Saturday. We've been out of that one for a while, but fingers crossed we will be back. Okay, well, folks. With that, when last we left our heroes had returned to Gralhund Villa to attempt to gain evidence that would clear their names of the previous break-in and subsequent murder of Lord Gralhund, a murder committed, of course, by Char and the Splinter Cell of the Zentarum, but which the widow Gralhund attempted to allow some of the blame for to spill onto our illustrious, industrious heroes. As they returned, they discovered an infernal ritual underway, the purpose of which was not necessarily entirely clear. But robed figures gathered around a ritual circle inscribed on the floor of the master bedroom of Gralhund Villa. Our heroes attempted to gain irrefutable proof of the infernal cult participation by the Gralhunds to cast doubt on their account of our heroes' involvement in the events of the previous incursion into the villa. Before entering the villa, however, our heroes sent some letters to various allies in the city to beseech aid. Yagra Stonefist arrived, winded from having run all the way to the North Ward, to aid Zylander, and our heroes entered the grounds. They investigated the lower floor of the house after they climbed through the library window on the first floor. There were many tense moments of sneaking through this house as they heard before they heard a loud noise outside on the lawn, and rushed to the window to see two figures teleporting onto the lawn: Gale Decarios and none other than Laryl Silverhand, the open Lord of Waterdeep herself. The Growlhuns were stunned by a spell from Lady Silverhand as Gale disrupted the ritual circle before it could be completed, and Lady Growlhund and her guards and attendants are about to be placed under arrest under the authority of the Open Lord of Waterdeep for endangering the city of Waterdeep through acts of malignant arcane practice. But our heroes, of course, have a few brief moments to decide their course of action as they huddle in the library on the first floor. Crimson Inquest, what do you do?
I have a quick question. How'd you figure out Gale's last name? Does it ever say that in Baldur's Gate?
Yeah.
Does it really?
Yeah. Gale Decarios. Yep.
I'm not sure I've seen it in game, but the wiki and whatnot.
There's enough lore out there about that man.
I've just been calling him Pookie the whole time, so I don't know. I was just checking.
I will be adding that. Hang on. Let's.
You've also never asked if my last name was maybe Decarios, you know?
It's a well-established lore, boyfriend. I haven't heard the word husband.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's only one wedding on the calendar so far. And it ain't yours. Although that could change. I don't know.
That's a surprisingly nice thing to say. All right. I think that Tav is going to say, "Oh, I think they got my bird."
Oh, you summoned her?
Well, I mean, I definitely sent a letter to Gale. I'm sure, he, of course, works closely with her ladyship. But yes, it seems like they handled it quite quickly.
Yeah, let's go. We're missing the fun.
I'm in.
It's still dark in here, right?
Yes. I think you guys, let's see. Yeah, it's like dimly lit. I think the outside is like a reasonable enough to see because of the moon and stuff, but inside the house, you're basically dealing with like dark vision and a little bit of dim light from like candles and stuff. If someone wants to like strike up a torch or something now that it's less
I think
imperative
Ash
to be
is going to
sneaking
start heading towards the stairs and is going to have to pull out a torch because he can't see well.
Let's see. So torch is 20 feet of bright light and 20 feet of dim light. Kablam. Okay. Well, yeah. So Ash starts heading for the door. What about everybody else?
Same with Tav. Yep.
Okay. I suppose what I'm really asking is, Vareth and Zylander, what are you guys up to?
See, now you're
Let's
asking
just
the
really
question.
put the point on this
everybody
here.
else see what they're gonna do. But I high key want to loot the bottom of the house while everybody's distracted upstairs. So I wanted to kind of see, because we've sent Jerry and we kind of had an idea of where the other room was. Would I feel with what we just saw that it would be safe for me to go over there?
I mean, so this has all happened very quickly. There's been a loud noise upstairs. There's been some shouting. You've heard some proclamations, right? There's every chance that there are still like active guards patrolling the downstairs, although they're probably in the process of rushing upstairs, but basically depending on where they are and what room you're going into, it's not. And then the commoners and people who like work in the house could be kind of anywhere. But so I don't think you feel like, oh, I have perfect free reign to go wherever at this point, right? It's sort of going to be a crapshoot as to like what's going on in any particular room. But if you want to be like sneaking around and stuff, there's a chance that you probably won't get caught.
Okay, I'm gonna do that.
Okay, so
I'm gonna be kind of like behind the group, but I'm gonna just kind of check things out because I'm still trying to find things that may help me with freeing Fox as well. I guess we might have earned enough goodwill with them showing up, but I still kind of want to play it safe. And
yeah, okay.
I do think Tav's probably going to turn back and look Vareth with like kind of a knowing glance of, I know you know, and I know, but you need to.
What?
I think perhaps it would be best, Victor, if Victor, Ash, and I handle the greeting party, as it were. Perhaps the shadows is best for the rest of us.
I agree. And he's gonna piss off.
Yep, I'm sneaking off into the. I'm sneaking
Okay.
in down the hall.
Okay, so Zylander wants to continue to sneak around in this place. Vareth, when you say I piss off, are you just like headed out to the street to go elsewhere? Is that the plan?
Yeah.
Stand in this corner up here and you'll be all right.
Okay, well,
I'll
I
mind the
think,
coat rack in the corner.
I think if you're headed out, Yagra is also going to head out. I think she's definitely going to say to Zylander, hey, Zy, I think there's a little too much heat on this place. I probably got to get the hell out of here. I ain't sneaky like.
I didn't mean to bring you in with all these, do-gooder types that showed up. So I'll do what I said I was going to do, and just know I owe you one.
Fair enough. Oh yeah, I'll hit you up. Okay, so Yagra is gonna head out, and Vareth is also heading out. I'm not gonna take you off the map though, just because you might still want to see. Well, I guess I can put Jerry in here, just so you can see stuff. Yeah.
Into the corner.
Uh,
I'm gonna go the more direct route, and I'm just gonna go out the window we came.
okay.
Yes, just put my seeing eye rat out. That'd be great.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I think Gale and Laryl also blew up the ghosts in the yard. I think they did that on the way in. I think somebody fireballed those shadows into oblivion. So the yard is clear if anyone is trying to get out. Not going to be too tough to do. Okay, yeah, Victor, so what is you're getting onto the yard. Are you sticking around? Are you leaving? What's your...
No,
you,
I'm not leaving.
Okay.
Well, they went to the balcony, right?
Yeah.
Okay, never mind that. I was thinking they were still out here. I'm actually gonna be heading with the other ones up the stairs and whatnot.
All right. Well, I think that handles everybody then. So Ash, you can open up that door. And you guys start making your way upstairs. I should put everyone on the map so anyone can see exactly what we're talking about here. Okay, so Ash and Zylander and Tav, I'm going to just take you guys and move you upstairs. As you come around the corner, you see that these two guards who were standing outside the door have like thrown down their weapons and like gone inside and are kind of just standing like inside the door here, like hands behind their heads, like, and you can sort of see through the thing a little bit. You can see Laryl Silverhand here. This whole room is like this red glow in it from the like glowing runes painted on the floor. Although you can, I think, see a space where somebody has like scuffed the runes with their shoe to like disrupt the magical situation going on here.
Victor's gonna kind of walk around this guard, but as he's walking around this guard, he's gonna like put his hand on his shoulder and be like, "Whew, you guys chose the wrong side, didn't you?"
Yeah, I don't think he. I think he looks at you with a look of like, I just work here. Like, this is a job, man. Like, fuck. I don't think we're devils. Like, he just has this look in his eyes of just like, oh man, it was this or being unemployed, and I guess he chose this. Which, but also they're doing devil rituals in there, so. He's sort of like a security guard at Tesla. You know what I mean? It's like, yeah, you need to get a paycheck, but like, So maybe our decision-making paradigm is a little flawed. Anyway, okay, yeah, you guys enter. Seeing, so the Gralhuns are being like, I think Gale is in the process of like blindfolding, gagging, and binding the hands of Yala Gralhund, just in case she has any wizardly skills that, they didn't know about. Everyone else is sort of being bound. You see a couple of just like random, like, you basically there's some commoners in the room who just seem like they needed bodies to fill out this ritual. And so they just press gang several of their like servants into doing it. You
With a
see
better-
the big orc Rabaz was also involved. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, I was asking about him.
Yeah, so he's also there. He's been bound. They've all dropped their weapons. And I think Laryl turns and looks at the arrival of the few of you.
Great timing.
My lady, my gratitude for your expeditious arrival is difficult to articulate with any degree of adequacy, but you have my most profound and unreserved appreciation for answering my summons with such alacrity. It was quite good timing. I do not think we would have survived.
Yeah, I do have a quick question for Tav. So Tav, you've changed your token, right, to having like your, I suppose, natural hair color. Is this like disguised or
Correct.
dyed? What is okay? And in relation to a certain someone in this room, what would anyone see a familial relation here? Just visually.
You
Would all
might.
of these people standing in this room who now have a real important reason to hate all of you and want you dead, would they perhaps notice? I mean, this is also
problem is-
partially on Laryl for not showing up in a disguise, but you know.
Yeah, I mean the silver hand gene do be strong, you know.
Okay.
It's like-
Sure. So what I'm going to ask for in this moment, because you're saying my lady, and you're sort of speaking in a way that's like designed to obfuscate a little bit. I'm going to say make a charisma deception check. Ooh. Okay.
roll for chat inspo. Let's
Okay.
It's been a long. My dice was just warming up.
Mhm. Yeah.
It was just warming up. Sorry, I'm just taking my chat inspo off my thing, so I don't
Okay.
forget it. Okay. All right. Yeah, it was. We were just warming up. That's yeah. See, you just needed a little blow. and
Okay.
we're back.
We'll do.
Okay.
Blow on the dice. Come on, you know.
Oh, okay. Because blow stands for something else.
Oh,
Okay. Yeah. All right. So
you
you
should put a little drugs in it.
you say this, and the open lord says, "Well, we appreciate being informed of such reckless ongoings as this business." She points down at the ritual circle, and she says, "Gale, if you wouldn't mind," and he says, he sort of like looks at Tav and sort of like winks at you, and then sort of goes out the balcony door real quick and fires off like a skyrite, basically signaling to guards to like, hey, like he's putting out the bat signal essentially, except instead of vigilantes, he's trying to get, some guards who can actually arrest these people to show up.
Yeah, definitely. A band of vigilantes would definitely make this whole situation worse.
Yep, for sure. So then he fires that spell off and comes back in. And Laryl, I think, looks at all of you and says, well, I do thank you for bringing this to my attention. And perhaps once these individuals have been processed, we can have a little chat. So in this moment, like they're sort of there keeping an eye on these folks. Is there anything in particular anybody is doing?
Ash has wandered down to the southern part of the room because when we were in here previously, he noticed the lady of the house getting a little sketchy about this door.
Sure.
So he's going to check and see if he can open the door.
Yeah, it is not locked.
All right, he's going to open it up.
Okay, you open the door and find two children huddled and terrified. The Lady Growlin's two children are quite scared of this whole scenario. That's a real bad time for them. So they sort of like are sitting at I think they're probably both huddled, at the foot of one of the beds, basically, like covers pulled over, like peeking out, sort of.
Oh,
And
boy.
when the door opens, they probably go like,
Ah, yes. Now we can add child endangerment to the charges.
Well, somebody's going to have to take care of these kids.
Yeah, I think Laryl walks across the room and peeks into the thing and says like, "Oh boy, well, great." And I think is Yeah, I don't think Lara has a lot of experience with children. So I don't know. I think she sort of like pokes her head in and says, just like, well, don't be frightened, children. No one's going to hurt you. Just stay put. Adult business is happening out here, and just sort of like, looks at any of you to see like, can someone keep an eye on these.
Things.
Just to make sure the kids don't, like, I don't know, do anything crazy, run away, try to hurt themselves, jump out a window, you know.
I think as soon as Tab notices like that the kind of formalities are done with Laryl, she is going to kind of run over to Gale and give him a giant hug and a giant kiss and just say, "My love, thank you."
Oh, you owe me a new pair of pants. Well, it's just when I got your message. Oh, I'm glad you are safe, though. He kisses you back. You had me quite worried.
Well, things escalated quite quickly. We came back here looking for answers because we have reason to believe that a very important artifact may be in the possession of the Growlins. We knew their corroboration with perhaps the Castellantas in regards to infernal dealings was possible. We just didn't think that so quickly after having obviously been thwarted from their first attempts that they might try once more.
Oh, right. Well, the guards should be here to clear these folks up in a minute. That's... Oh, I suppose the presence of the children makes things rather more complicated.
It does. I am curious, though. It seems again that they are involved. And I know that you've been researching things related to mind flayers. Do you have any reason to believe that there's any overlap between those involved in these infernal dealings and those who've been involved in the mind flayers?
Well, not yet, no. We've made progress with Maloon. I believe they think they found a way to reverse his condition, let's say. But they've been trying to get what they can out of the creature currently occupying his cranium.
Oh, that's such.
In the meantime, they fear it will be, given what happened with the alchemist, although it's a different mechanism, they're not sure, he may lose memories of, since it's technically not his brain in there anymore, if they restore it magically, with either a cleric spell or a high-powered wizard or something, it's it's not a thing that comes up usually, right? Normally you try to resurrect an adventurer, you just resurrect them. It's not a big, but it doesn't really matter what their body was doing in the meantime, but in this case it sort of does. So that's added a bit of complication, but I'm sure they'll figure it out.
I am glad, though, that at least there's progress being made. Do you think it would be all right if we just look around a little bit while we wait for the guards to come again? I have reason to believe that this house is involved in a larger scheme and that its true deviancy has not yet come to fruition.
Yeah, I think as you guys are talking, just for the ease of my dealing with stuff, I do think the guards were just going to hand wave. They show up, they take these folks away. I'm just going to slap them into another room just deleting them causes problems. And I have to replace them later if we come back here. Yeah, so they basically, some guards show up and start doing stuff. I think Laryl has enough pull to basically normally it would be procedure for you guys not to be touching anything in here, but I think she is sort of inclined, since you are responsible for bringing this to her attention and have some information about what all is going on, gives you have a few minutes here to investigate stuff if you want. I do think some, official comes and I'm just going to put someone here. There is basically Waterdeep Child Services essentially shows up, just to sort of, it's not a great situation here, but they'll try and figure it out.
Okay. Then I want to go take a look at this chest that's at the end of the bed.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, just because it's funny. I'm sorry. We just swoop in, we raise these kids. That way they can join our childhood adventurer program that clearly we've started over the multiverse.
Yeah.
Well, with Yeska and CC. Let's join the band. It'll be great.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm in the shadows. Bye.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So you go over and open the chest, and you find. Let's see here. Stand by, everyone. What room is this? That's the room. The trunk is locked.
I will check it for traps and then unlock it.
Okay, sure. So go ahead and give me an investigation check.
Which may not go well, but let's see what we got. Not good. So it looks fine. So do we see
yeah.
it.
No.
Sure.
Oh, no.
You don't see any traps.
All right.
Oh, no.
And then what do I roll to unlock? Just Dex?
It would be Thieves' Tools proficiency, which I don't know where to find that on the D&D Beyond side, to be honest with you. I know how to do it on
the tools.
the other one.
It's just 20 plus Dex plus proficiency?
Yes, it would be. I mean, it probably amounts to sleight of hand if you're proficient, and if not, it's Dex plus proficiency.
I'm not proficient in sleight of hand, but I am in Thieves' Tools.
Let's see.
So I'm going to roll a Dex check, or a Stealth, because that's going to be equivalent.
Okay.
Okay.
22.
Yeah, you are able to relatively easily unlock this lock. As you open it, the trunk. The trunk has folded clothes and shoes. Go ahead, folks, and who are looking in there, and give me a perception check.
Oh boy. Okay, perception. Yeah.
Okay. 14.
We're doing our best.
On a 14, you don't really notice anything. On a 24, Ash, you do notice that the stuff in the chest looks like it's been disturbed recently. And looking at the outside of the chest, you notice that where you can see, if you you put your hand down and feel the floor of the chest, it doesn't match up with the actual bottom of the chest outside. And so you find a secret compartment underneath the chest. As you open it, you find sort of like a little sort of fitted velvet kind of compartment that has space in it for a couple of ritualistic looking knives and maybe amulets or something. They are missing, but I think you sort of make a connection to the implements that they were using to do this ritual in the first place. And sort of make the connection that this is where they were hiding their illegal devil worship paraphernalia. So, and so you sort of make the connection, the reason that she was being so protective of the door was not because, that it was evidence of what was going on, but just because that's the kid's bedroom. But the chest at the bottom of at the foot of their bed does have their sacrificial knives in it. So,
Jesus.
2 counts of child endangerment.
Yeah.
Are the clothes nice?
So it's there's folded clothes and shoes. Yes. I would say they're pretty nice. They're certainly, on par with, and also I think you can see there's room enough in the secret compartment as well that it's kind of like the bottom of the secret compartment is like the inside of a guitar case or something that has fitted slots for stuff, and then there's a couple of inches for folded robes to sit on top of that, and then the actual false bottom of the chest sits on top of that.
But all the stuff's missing, right?
Yeah, but the stuff is missing because they were wearing it and using it to do this ritual. I do think also, I'll give you on that 24 perception just as an aside, you definitely can determine that now that the magic is broken and these runes have stopped glowing, that they were originally drawn in human blood.
Oh. Jesus Christ.
Hope you guys have biohazard suits. Because that place is
About
itchy.
I think Tab's probably gonna go back to that one room where we saw strange things. Like,
Mhm.
I got a feeling there's weird things in there, but at the time I couldn't figure out what they were. At the room that what's his face was being kept in.
Yeah.
Yeah, where the snakes were.
Yeah. Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
And
will
then, just
follow.
as a slight aside, Vincent, you said you were sort of fucking off into the night. Is there anything in particular you were getting up to? Also, while this is all happening, Zylander, you're downstairs. You hear them beginning to talk upstairs. Are there any particular rooms that you are investigating?
So I kind of want to just because there's what 2 rooms downstairs or 3 rooms downstairs. I can't really tell where the
You
doors
don't
are.
know
Like
how
a
many
whole
rooms there are downstairs.
yeah.
There are
We
several.
like haven't gone to half
Wait,
of
you
the
say there are
house.
7?
There's several. So
Several.
there's the library that you were in. There's another
Yep.
door off the side of the library. There's a door that you're standing at. There's another door in
Okay.
that room to the south. There's a door over here to the east, like the northeast, and there's a door to the southeast, and then there's the stairs. So there's like
Which-
5 or 6 minimum rooms.
Which one did we send Jerry through?
I believe you sent Jerry through this one to the north east.
Okay, is this door next to me? Can I see if it's trapped or locked?
Sure, make an investigation check while you're doing that. Verith, what are you like going anywhere in particular?
Okay.
Considering that technically our names still aren't cleared, probably hiding somewhere.
Hiding somewhere. Okay. Yeah, go ahead and make a stealth check with advantage because once you get far enough away from the manor, word starts to spread and people are headed that way. So, 20 investigation. Okay. Yes, that door's not trapped.
Is it locked?
It is not locked.
Okay, I'm gonna open it.
Okay. You open the door, and you see a woman sort of huddling by a statue, clearly quite afraid. And she sort of emits a little yelp when you open the door. You can see that this is like, she's like a maid. She's got like cleaning supplies. And then when all of this started happening, she sort of like hid in here. This is a study. You can see there's sort of a 10-foot square, like canvas wrestling mat sprawled on the floor in the middle of the room. Velvet armchairs and small statues of naked men on pedestals. Tall mahogany bookshelves are arranged neatly around the room. A mahogany desk in one corner that doesn't look like it sees a lot of use.
Okay, so the Islander's gonna still be crouched, obviously, because he's stealthy trying to sneak through the castle or the manor and be like, "Shh, it's okay."
Sure. Make, I guess, an intimidation or a persuasion check for this commoner.
Fuck. I'm gonna burn chat inspiration on that. I don't need her screaming right now. Persuasion, right?
Yes.
God damn it.
Oof.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't really see any way around it. I think she just like screams and like backs up into the corner. She's like, "Don't hurt me, please."
Okay, now can I intimidate her and be like, "Shut up"?
Yeah, sure. You all also, I suppose you heard this several minutes ago downstairs. Time is a flat circle or whatever.
Yeah. So I say, shut up.
Okay. Yeah, I think that's enough. She shuts up, tears just streaming down her face. She definitely thinks she's about to die.
I'm not gonna hurt
Blubbering.
you. I am here to help you. I'm going to step inside the room, but off to the side, and I'm gonna gesture to the door and be like, "Go."
Yeah, she had like slid down in the corner, so she like half starts like crawling and then gets up and sprints out of the room. And you hear, doors. You hear the front door of the house open. She doesn't close it, leaves it open, flees into the night.
And I guess I'll do a quick investigation check to see if there's anything of value in here, anything that might help me for what I'm here for.
Sure. Let's take a look. Oh, this is
For
fun.
Investigation check.
For what you're here for? I'm sorry, what? Roll again?
Yeah, so you start looking at this stuff. Most of the books on the shelves are fake boxes made of painted cardboard. Some of them on the inside have a few what's the word I want to use here? Rather uh, hmm, how do I put this? You basically find like some poor, like it's not high quality, just sort of like drawings of like quite juvenile body things, and a few salacious poems like scribbled in here.
Great. I
You
found
have
the porn
basically
room.
stumbled into Orond Gralhund's goon chamber.
Great. Dead man's porn. This isn't what I came for at all.
Yeah.
I'm gonna walk over and is the desk locked at all?
No, as you
Mom.
open it, you kind of reach the conclusion that this desk is kind of for show. Like, no one ever sat here and wrote anything or read a book. Like, it just was kind of, I mean, maybe someone sat here and drew things and wrote little poems, but like, this is not like a serious person's study. This is kind of like a rich man is
cave.
supposed to have a study, and so he has one. You know what I mean?
Okay, but that's I'm
Yeah.
just gonna disappointedly turn around and be like, make a mental note and be like, No, I almost said Maloon. Floon?
Floon? Oh, yeah, Floon. Blagmar.
That's Floon?
Notorious
And I'll just be
Lothario
like-
Floon Blagmar.
Yep. And I'm gonna make a mental note and be like, things to do with Floon later, and then I'm gonna leave.
Okay.
And I'm gonna head as quickly as possible to this room here.
Okay. Yeah,
And check.
surprisingly at this point, nobody comes running to investigate the scream.
Well, I'm gonna investigate this door and see if it's
Okay.
trapped and locked.
Sure. Make an
18.
investigation check. While you're doing that, we're going to pop back upstairs. The door is not trapped. I'm sorry, I'm trying to like juggle everybody and not stay in one place too long here.
I got you.
Okay. Yeah, so you guys go down into the other room upstairs to investigate. Dun-dun-dun-dun. Yeah, so the door was blockaded. The stuff has not really been cleaned up in here. It's just sort of like left the way it was.
The circle's the main thing that I'm like, again, it especially now that
Yeah.
we've got the ritual circle that has been in the other room.
Mhm.
Just very, very curious about the circle.
Yeah, go ahead and make an Arcana check for me.
Okay, come on, Tav, you can do this.
Strange things are afoot at the Circle K.
Oh, will a nat 20 get me it?
Yeah, that is a permanent teleportation circle. But I don't know, even on that 20, if that will tell you where it goes. Just that it's a permanent teleportation signal.
All right, y'all. I got bad news. We're doing like the mushrooms do. We're hopping in.
Okay. Do you
Victor's
have...
gonna look.
Yeah, go right ahead. I ain't there. Have fun.
Yeah, hang on.
Victor's gonna look at Tav and be like, "We going?"
I'm gonna need you to like catch her mid jump and walk her out of the room like a toddler.
Okay.
Like,
The question
No,
I
I'm-
have is, do you have the spell teleportation circle?
No, like as an option.
I mean, it's a 5th level
Or, like-
spell, so my assumption is no.
No.
Yeah, so what I would say looking at this is like, you get the sense that like this is a permanent thing that's in here, but you do still actually have to know the spell to activate the thing. And I don't think that you do.
Okay.
Now, how does that feel? These little tiny mushroom guys in the
Listen, that's
Feywild.
fairy magic, man. That you can't compare that stuff. That's
Let me
a whole
let
other
me do
deal.
this.
Also, I think that's plane shift. I don't even think that's teleportation circle. That's a whole other thing.
Okay.
Okay. But the guards already took Lady Growlhund away, right?
Yes.
Okay. I do think again, somehow Tab will pass the information on to Laryl or Gale
Sure.
about the circle, and that we don't know where it goes, but
Okay.
they should certainly
Do you
find out where.
Go back into the room to tell them that, or
Yeah, I would.
Okay. Okay.
That was the only thing I wanted in that room. So
Yeah, I think you can see them analyzing this circle as you come in, and they sort of look up and see that you have something to tell them and kind of like cock an eyebrow.
What's this
it-
great thing on the right?
That is a broken cage that used to have flying snakes in it.
Got it.
It's
Okay.
just a weird pet to keep.
Yeah, well, the flying snakes are specifically, I think you guys would be aware of this now. Those are a Zentarum thing. So you probably think that, like, those were Char's flying snakes.
Wait, where was it? Okay, sorry. I just
So-
had a thought and then it disappeared.
Well, just in a timeline sense, if you're trying to piece this together, and, you know, you've
Yeah.
rolled some good rolls here. Char was probably staying in this room not as a
Mm-hmm.
prisoner, and then put in here as a prisoner, and then they escaped and started attacking the place, and then Lord Gralhund holed himself up in here just circumstantially, and then tried to jump out the window when she busted in, and then she shot him. So, like, just the information that you have would indicate, like, the way that whole snake in a cage situation looks like, it was clearly sitting here for a while, you know, not years or months, but, you know, days or weeks maybe.
Yeah.
So the read you have is that they were probably collaborating with the Zentarum up to a point,
Correct.
and then things went south.
Gail, I again that work you've been doing in regards to you know, the mind flayers. Well, obviously there's a multi-faction thing going on. I have reason to believe that there might be a permanent teleportation circle in the room over there, which could lead to a stronghold, perhaps, of the splinter faction of the Zentarum, at the very least. So from, like, a safety perspective, it might be best to take a look at that. Find out where it leads before someone pops out and says, huzzah, we're taking over.
These people. All right. Yeah, he sort of stops examining the that and makes his way into this room, sort of like, you know, I guess waves at Ash and Victor as sort of like a greeting as he pops in.
I had to bring Pookie.
And he starts, yeah, I think he probably would start ritual casting Identify.
Come on, Pookie.
Okay. Is there anything? Oh, so yeah, we'll take a quick swap here to Zylander. You check that room and discover that you don't hear any traps. Or you don't
Okay.
see any traps. No
And
traps.
it's not locked.
That room is not locked. No.
Okay, I'm gonna go in.
You open the door to find
What is
a falcon in a cage. And let's see what else is in this room. Stand by. Gotta find it in my notes. So yeah, you open, this is some kind of den. It's got various heads of mounted beasts along the walls. They're kind of like gleaming suits of armor, standing at attention in the corners. Bearskin rugs and very cushy chairs fill the room. And in the middle of the room, resting on a table, is a cage containing a hooded falcon.
Okay. My ring that I got, it lets me speak with animals, right?
I believe so. I don't think it's just a single animal. I think it's any animal, right?
Okay, yeah, I think so.
Let's double check. Is that
I don't-
in
I didn't
magic
put it on-
items?
Yeah, I didn't put it on my character sheet for some reason, but I remember I got a ring and it does a thing.
Um,
I bought it from what's his name's shop.
yeah, I think. Yes, I think it does allow you to.
Oh no, I'm sorry, I didn't. Fox gave it to me.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Go ahead and just add Ring of Speak with Animals to your inventory list,
Okay.
so we don't forget again. But yes, it allows you, while attuned to it, to speak to any animal.
I'm just gonna talk to. I'm gonna walk up and be like, "Hello,
Oh, hello there.
you're a mighty pretty bird.
Why, thank you. He sort
Who
of
do you-
preens.
Who is it that you worked for?"
Oh, well, that smelly man. Haven't seen him in a few days, but
Oh,
he's the one
He's
that
dead.
put me in this cage. Ah, wonderful.
I did not kill him, but I will free you if you would like to come with me and help us on our adventure
Boy,
to
the
stop
Crimson
him.
Egg Quest.
Yeah, make a persuasion check.
Can I hold up my thieves tool? Oh wait, can I pull its hood off?
Sure.
Can I reach through the cave and just like pull the hood off so he can see me and know who he's talking to?
Yeah,
Gain a
sure.
little bit of favor. And then I'm gonna hold up
Jesus.
thieves tools. Can I gain like any sort of advantage, being like, I'll free you and I will like you can come with me and I'll save you.
I think
But
I'm
just
not
don't eat
going to
our mice?
allow an advantage on this roll because essentially what you're saying is like, I'd like to free you from servitude to this other person, and a G, it'd be really great if you pledged your servitude to me right after. So he might go for that, you know?
Okay.
But he also, but like, I think the flat roll is kind of as good as it's going to get there.
I'll be like, and it's not gonna be this bad, I promise. I'm not gonna keep you in a cage. You'll
Sure.
have free reign up in our attic to fly around and go
Mhm.
about your business. That is, I might need your help, you know. And then you said a persuasion check.
Yeah, go for it.
16.
16.
I'm sorry. Did you just promise my room to a bird?
Fuck, I'm not staying in the attic. Okay, whatever. I have a room and it's spacious. And you
Yeah.
can fly around. My bad. I forgot you're in the attic. I don't know why I thought I
I
was.
see a moment in the very near future where Jerry has a very life-threatening encounter with a goddamn falcon.
And 100%, my next words out of my mouth, seeing as I was thinking of Freya too, is that we have mice friends and you can't eat them, but I will feed you other things. I'm not gonna kill Freya.
Okay, so you want me to hang out with you but not eat mice?
Not eat two particular mice. They are our friends. However, I will feed you other things, and you are also welcome to leave and hunt at as much as you'd like.
Okay, I think a 16 is not going to be enough for a sure thing here. I think on a 16 I am going to unfortunately say this falcon is more interested in flying around Waterdeep eating the various mice that he finds than in joining your inquest.
Is 16 enough that he'll meet my friends?
Okay, yeah. Well, here's what I'll give you on a 16. He will, if you direct him to, show up at Okay, here's what I'll give you on a 16. He will make a nest at the top of Troll Skull Manor, but he doesn't take orders.
Okay,
So-
that works for now. That I can work with that later. And then
And he also might try to eat the mice. You really gotta have to be careful coming in and out of that place.
do I need to do a thieves tools check to unlock the gate?
Yes. I'm gonna say it's not that hard, probably DC 8.
That's a 24.
24, yeah. Yeah, you unlock the cage, and he sort of like stretches his wings a bit and then takes off. And I guess
Wait,
I'm gonna go.
I'm gonna yell off as he goes, "What's your name?"
Ezekiel!
It's exactly what was in my head, by the way. But,
Okay, is that a reference I'm not catching?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Okay.
What's your name? Ezekiel.
Ezekiel.
Fuck you,
Fuck you.
Ezekiel.
Okay, got it. Let's see. He yells back, it is Sharp Beak.
Bye, Sharp Beak. It was nice to meet you.
Okay. So yeah, and he flies out. Okay, back upstairs. Hang on real quick. I'm gonna drop him into Troll Skull Manor here. Where's the turret? Turret Peak. Falcon. Named Sharp Beak. I need to put that in there. Because otherwise I will forget. None of us will remember this moment. Okay. All right. Back to Gralhund Villa.
You're so fucking
Sorry, I have no idea what you guys are laughing at.
much. She went Sharp Beak.
Okay, folks. Yeah, Ash and Victor, what are you guys up to? Tav has been talking with Gale. Laryl seems to be in identifying stuff. There are sort of city watch now beginning to like move about the house and like catalog things again for the second time in like a week.
Yeah, I think Ash is gonna just like search the room a little bit more, and if nothing's here, we'll just continue to scan as he's walking out.
Yeah. So, I think what you get is this whole like south of this door here, this is like a guest suite. There's a little bathroom, and then you move through the bathroom into the room, which is kind of an odd setup, but hey, whatever. You know, medieval houses, I guess. You know. Anyway, this southern room here is just a wood-paneled bedchamber. You see the points of interest are the cage on the table, the teleportation circle on the floor, and just the fact that most of the other furniture in the room is in kind of a disarray because it had been piled up in front of the door and then pushed out of the way. So.
Yeah, I guess the only thing we haven't gotten to up here is this dresser. So check that out real quick.
Okay,
And then head downstairs.
dresser.
By
In
the
these guys' room?
ritual
Okay.
circle. Yeah.
Yeah, let's see. Yeah, you open it up, just expensive gowns and dress clothes, basically. You know, it's just rich people, noble clothes.
Cool. No, head downstairs.
Okay. Wrong way.
Well, did we explore this room to the north?
I think you
that's a
guys
big
did
empty
go
room,
in
right?
there. Let's see. It's like a big ballroom, I think, but no one was really in there.
Yeah, we did go in there.
Yeah, okay,
We
so
hid in
you
there,
went in
too.
there, gilded mirrors, tassel tapestry, stained glass lamps all over the walls, mounted above a fireplace is a stag's head made of blown glass. There's a very shiny marble floor, and tacky crystal chandeliers dangling from the from the ceiling, which does have, and the ceiling does have a mural depicting an orgy.
Hmm.
I believe, yeah.
Nice.
Okay.
As far as Victor goes, Victor's ready to jump in this circle if Tav is willing.
I mean,
Let's hold off until he casts identify. We might be able to find out the end point before we do that. I love your enthusiasm, Victor. I truly do.
yeah, okay, so...
But it looks like this is where the stone went through.
It looks like where the stone went through.
I mean, I don't know. It just looks like this is a quick escape for the stone to get away from here.
I suppose it could be.
Anyway, after a few moments, Gale says, he does, you know, he's ritual cast identify, took a few minutes. He says, right, well, okay, so this is a teleportation circle. It does lead to another teleportation circle, I believe somewhere here in the city of Waterdeep. A bit of exploratory, magic does indicate the other side of it has been destroyed. So it doesn't. So this side is fine. The other side, it's not, you know, hooked to anything.
Seems-
But just based on the, you know, sort of the way these symbols are drawn, I think it probably leads to some location here in Waterdeep in the southern ward, maybe. Hard to get more specific than that without it, you know, actually being correctly attached to the other. It's sort of like, you know, you step in this thing and it flings you in one direction, but because there's no pinpoint on the other end, it's just sort of like
Yes.
points one way, you know, and so that's the general vibe. But
Well, I'm glad at least that it's closed off on the other side.
also this variant, I believe, is tuned to some sort of magic item, perhaps a ring or something. So clearly someone set this thing up to be a very convenient back and forth point and then destroyed it at some point. My guess would be probably pretty recently.
Yes, that all
given-
tracks.
What I suppose to understand has happened here in the past.
So, Gil, if we was to use this without an endpoint, what would it do?
Well, nothing. So this isn't. So certain spells like plane shift or gate or something like that, you know, sort of require a lot more magical energy and are therefore much higher level spells because they allow you to, you know, transpose that distance without fixed points. Teleportation circles sort of get around that requirement by having fixed points, but if you don't have the other fixed point, it just sort of doesn't work at all.
Okay.
Because the spell itself doesn't have enough energy to actually do anything unless that gateway is, anchored
it's-
properly.
Even if the gate is broken, I mean, do you suspect that there are countless broken teleportation circles in the southern ward? Like, if we were to go try and search for a broken one, would it be difficult?
I mean, you see this thing, you'd have to get into, wherever it is. I mean, it's,
I suppose, yes.
I suppose you run around with detect magic running, but, every 10
Yes.
minutes, and that eats up your daily allotment of abilities, and, if it's through lead or a foot of stone or whatever, it
Not
you
quite.
can't sense it, so pretty tough to pinpoint, but
Last. All right. Well, I don't know. I suppose it's more worrisome that the stone hasn't been found yet in this manner. It means that it's still at large.
yes, well, it's yeah, things are always moving around here. Oh, if you yeah. Sorry, it's been a bit busy of late. The Watchful Order had someone go missing, and so there's more to go
I'm sorry.
around.
Someone from the Watchful Order went missing.
Yes, they were supposed to be helping us with the intellect devourer business, and haven't turned up in a few days, so now we're having to divert resources to search for them.
Remember Mel from the bar?
Oh, yes, I suppose.
She also went missing a few days ago.
Well, strange.
I completely forgot about that.
Poor Mel.
Yeah, well, we don't really have any leads at this point, but I
Is
suppose.
it something we could help out with?
Oh, I mean, he sort of looks around. It's like, you sort of have a lot on your plate already. And the Watchful
you might be
Order
right.
they're their own organization. They'll figure it out probably.
Probably. Sure. All right. Thank you, my dear. I'm always in awe of you. And I promise to find you a suitable pair of replacement trousers.
Ah, indeed. I await your sartorial expertise.
Only the finest threads for my Pookie.
Well, speaking of finest threads, he sort of once again gestures rather tangled web you've managed to stumble into here.
Blessed. We knew, I'll admit, between you and I might have peered a bit into Lady Grolhan's mind, which set us on this course in the first place. We have reason to believe that they had a nimble right, which was in possession of a certain stone, which fled. There was a scuffle between her and the splinter faction of the Zentarum, and, well, we figured we'd return and see, one, if their nimble right was still here, as I'm searching for that nimble right for a friend, and at the same time see if perhaps we could uncover the stone when we happened upon this ritual, which is actually what turned Lady Growlhund against us in the first place, was when I uncovered their connection to the Castellanters, which is quite
Oh my.
wearisome. Yes.
Oh,
You're not planning on going to any Founders Day feasts, are you?
oh, I don't like to rub elbows with the nobles. They're
Good.
insufferable,
waiting on the-
frankly.
For some reason, I was waiting on that. I go every year.
Yeah.
Good. It's most certainly best to stay home this year. I don't know how far spread the carnage may be if we are not able to intervene in time.
Oh, okay. So Ash, you've gone downstairs. You see Zylander freeing a falcon into the night sky. Do I? Oh, Jason's not sitting there. Okay. Well, while Ash is coming down the stairs, Zylander, is there anything else you're looking at down here?
You said there's a door right here, right?
There is a door right there.
And this is one of the last two doors to check.
Yes.
Is it
Is it trapped?
go
Make
ahead,
an
do-
investigation
Is it
check.
trapped or is it locked? Okay, I'm gonna burn DM it. No,
Okay.
I'm not. It ain't been locked or trapped yet.
Okay. Also,
I got a
just
12.
VP because I feel like you're sitting there. Is there anything else you want to be doing while this is happening?
That's all good.
Okay.
I got a 12.
Yeah, doesn't seem to be trapped.
Is it
I got a
locked?
24 like
Also not
30
locked.
minutes ago on my stealth check, if
Okay.
that means anything to you.
Sure. Yeah, I mean, you're definitely not arrested and in jail right now, so, that's great. Good news. No, it's not locked or trapped.
Okay, I'm gonna open it.
Okay, you open the door to find the parlor.
Oh.
So you find this parlor. You can see that there's a bare place in the floor where so this big blue rug that you're looking at actually isn't there. So what you can see is sort of a big place that goes, it's like a lighter place in the floor or darker place in the floor where the rug used to be but has since been removed.
Oh.
Given the enormous carnage that happened here, it's possible that it
Bodies.
was covered in blood and corpses at one point
Oh.
not too long ago, and they haven't got around to replacing it yet. But yeah, aside from that, other than that, the room is furnished for comfort. You can see some dainty chairs, a chaise lounge. I don't know how to pronounce that word, chaise lounge. A wine cabinet, and framed paintings of various long-dead members of the Gralhan family.
Do I notice anything strange about the paintings themselves?
No, not really. So they're various, they're not all by any one person because it's noble families, they had portraits made of them over the years. So, there are variations in style and quality based on who was alive to do the paintings at the time.
I meant like scuff marks or anything that indicates that the paintings move and there might be something
Sure,
behind it.
yeah. Make an investigation check.
21.
21. No, perfectly
Damn it.
normal paintings.
And is this
Smart thinking,
another?
though.
Is this another door?
Yes, but I think just looking at it, you saw the other side of that door. That just leads into the Falcon room
Oh, okay.
geographically.
Well, I'll come back out and be like, "Oh, look, hi, buddy."
Okay. Yeah. So, folks upstairs. Any other conversations you're trying to have with Gale about anything, or Silverhand about anything, or any other stuff that you're doing? You've kind of, I'll just sort of tell you, in terms of evidence, you have sort of got the one important piece, which was the stuff in the thing at the foot of their bed.
That makes sense.
Yeah,
I think, of course, before we leave, absolutely Tav would pay final, a final visit to Laryl to simply thank her once more, and also just to say, my lady, I know that my time in this city has not been so quiet as I'd hoped when I arrived, and that the threads on which I thought I was pulling to begin this adventure have turned into quite a spindly web, as it were.
well, that's, is that not sort of the point of going on adventures? If we knew how they ended before we started, there'd be no reason to start.
It's true, but I must admit, I've grown rather attached to these friends that I've made. I felt quite hell-bent, as you might intuit. It seems it's hard to get anything past you, and I believe you might know the truth of it all.
Hellbent, sure. Indeed, nothing does get past me, my dear.
And so I find myself having a bit of a split conscience now, whether to pursue that end or to carry on here and to see through changes that might benefit the city as a whole, as you have spent much of your life doing these last few years.
Deep internal conflict is sort of the heart of drama, so. And drama, of course, is what makes adventures. So, I dare say you're on the right track.
Thank you, my lady. You haven't had any word from my father, have you?
Oh, not so much as recently, no.
Right. I did send him a note, if he does reach out.
Of course. Well, I shall keep you apprised. Although I should wonder why he would reach out to me instead of you, but family's complicated.
You know best. Thank you, my lady, again.
Oh,
I shall bow. Oh,
I do. Well, okay. I haven't heard from him in quite a while, several years, but I suppose at this point. Oh, oh, I didn't even think about. Awkward. The last we heard from him was an announcement, which resulted in our, let's just say, correspondent congratulations.
Another child, a
Yeah,
marriage.
well, yes. It seems you aren't. Well, there's
Oh,
and presumably all's gone well. Awkward that I'm the one
of
that have to
course.
tell you, but obviously.
Oh, of course. I mean, I'm so happy for him and them. Of course. I mean, who wouldn't? You have to move on.
Well, I mean, she sort of like glances over at Gail, who's like doing some stuff, and she says, these things just sort of happen.
Oh, yes, it is true. So it was for love, at least, like with my mother.
Truly couldn't say what motivated that particular course of events. I mean, again, these things just sort of happen.
Quite right.
I don't have a lot of details, to be honest. I didn't ask.
Of course. I take it that they are the heir now.
I suppose? I mean, you are... Legally speaking, who can say? I mean, you do yet live.
I do.
So, I suppose they could designate, but I don't know that has or hasn't happened yet.
Okay, so there's still time. Thank you. I'm sorry to have put you in such a position to be the one to provide me with such intel. I try not to snoop as to remain low profile, but as you can see, I'm embracing my roots a bit.
Yes. Hopefully no one's thought twice about it. Yeah.
Thankfully, the most perceptive one wasn't here.
Well, we are making progress with the issue in the sewers.
Oh, good.
Seems like there's been quite a upheaval with the entire Xanathar guild, to be honest.
Oh.
Yes, much harder to get intelligence out of them than it was before.
Oh,
Which
curious.
probably doesn't bode well, but I suppose that's probably a bit above your pay grade, yes?
Well, above my pay grade or not, it seems that I managed to step my foot in it.
Right, not that that's ever stopped you before.
Quite.
Well, yeah, in fact, the Blackstaff is in the sewers this very night.
Oh.
Doing some work, so hopefully that all turns out well.
Oh. Right. Well, I suppose that makes sense. I do believe that we tried to ask her for help. I suppose she would be occupied.
Indeed.
Well, Victor will be glad to know that he hasn't been besmirched. Simply a matter of, conflicts.
Yes, he is
Conflicting schedules.
performing admirably.
He is. Truly all of them are. And I know you know of all of them.
Me?
Barrett just gets this shiver down his spine.
Oh, well, listen. You know that I was an adventurer many long years before I went into politics. So I do
Others would
know
find it hard to
that
believe.
you know, things can get pretty hairy out there, and not always so easy to know in advance what will turn out well and what won't, and whose heart is in the right place and the wrong one. All of which is to say, some of my best friends were irredeemable criminals. So, you know, who am I to judge?
Irredeemable criminals. What a sentence to ascribe to my dear friends. You know, it's funny. I never considered them irredeemable, but I suppose it depends on who's...
Sure. Well, I mean that more in the sense of maybe irredentist.
Eye of the law.
That you're pretty much never going to get them to stop doing criminal things, right? That's sort of like that's it's not really in the cards, you know. It's just sort of what the crimes are, and you know whether they run afoul of the law or whether they run afoul of, you know, deep-seated moral principles.
Yes.
There's a certain amount of overlooking one can do and a certain amount one can't, and you know, so it is.
I have to admit, I do think that your web is also quite entangled with that of my friends. He will not give me answers. He will not tell me who he works for or what they want from him. But I can say, if I wish to prevent my identity from being discovered by anyone, it would be whoever it is that he is indentured to currently.
Oh, well, one does one's best, I suppose. Well, I do, you know, she looks over at Gale and it's kind of like cocks an eyebrow, and Gale says, "Oh, right, they were summoning a Maragon."
Oh,
she
what?
Goes,
I guess Tab would know that. I don't know that.
Yeah, a Maragon is a devil. They're basically okay. And you've fought these probably in Baldur's Gate. The devils with the little golden masks.
Oh yeah.
That are basically like watch guards and bodyguards and stuff.
Yeah.
They were summoning one of those.
Okay.
Probably to replace some of the guards that died the other day and add a little more supernatural firepower to their sort of protection scheme.
To get in so much trouble for some fucking hired help, man. That's what the hell?
Well, I think it's also like in a political sense, like, well, okay, let's say this: make a
gotta pay your people.
Yeah. Upon hearing any of this, anyone that wants to can make an insight check, and we'll see what you can intuit about this whole circumstance. Okay, 17's pretty good. 18's pretty good.
Ooh, come on, Victor. Victor put his listening ears on this morning.
Yeah. So between Victor and Tav, I think you both kind of clock this. This also is probably a bit of a like show of favor from the Castellanters. Like they probably, whatever happened. They talked with their, you know, cult bosses who kind of gave them a reward for their loyalty, you know, in the form of an infernal servant to work in their house.
I get it.
You know what I mean? So that, and also in addition to just it being hired help, this is like a status symbol among the cult in a way. It's like, oh, you got, you know, they gave you the information about how to do this ritual and everything. You know what I mean? So that I think you clocked that that's probably part of what's happened here.
Okay. Founders Day is going to be quite a time. I hope we can thwart it. That's all I have to say.
Yes, going up against the nobles is tricky business.
Especially these ones. The backing of devils is never helpful.
Indeed.
All right. Well, I believe it is time that I depart. I thank you. I truly.
Of course. Sure. Yeah. Right. So obviously there've been guards here, but we'll, you know, this does. Okay. Obviously, with this information, she sort of gestures around at this. It's certainly enough to poke a hole in any story they've told the guards about your doings here, which is helpful. So I think we can safely say they'll be called off. In the meantime, until that order is disseminated, how about, and she just sort of like snaps her fingers and casts a spell,
course.
and a gate appears in the
Of course
room
it does.
that can take you directly back to Trollskull Manor if you want to go.
Oh,
So cool.
Then I'll just bow to Laryl. Said Laryl.
Oh, Vicky. Yeah, I think she kind of like walks over and just kind of like nudges you and says, "Keep it up. You're doing all right."
Yes. Thank you.
That thin blue line runs deep.
Oh,
To be clear, Laryl is separate from the thin blue line he's part of.
Sure.
To be clear.
Not yours. I was talking about yours.
okay. Well, with that, unless anybody else has anything in particular they're trying to do here. Zylander, do you want to try and check out this last door? And Ash, now that you're back, is there anything you're trying to talk to Zylander about? Since you came down here, or do things you want
help
to do?
him loot the place.
Hell yeah.
Zylander rushes past him like, I made a good a good falcon friend, and then I'm gonna run over to this room here.
Yeah. Okay.
I hear that. Obviously, I probably can hear the gate opening above us. So I'm like rushing to try and get through everything.
Well, I mean, this is all happening like simultaneously. So this is okay. So this is the like washroom, basically. It's like clothes washing, hands. It's like a big thing of clean water, little pots and things full of like soap and what have you.
Okay. And then go where?
Oh, those stairs go to kind of the back side of the upper part of the house. But you get the sense based on the geography here, mostly geography, and the architecture, that these are like servants' quarters and probably not of much interest in terms of what you're trying to accomplish.
Okay. With that, then I would head back upstairs. Kind of sad because we didn't find shit.
Hey, you met a falcon.
That might kill my rat friends.
Might kill your friends.
Maybe.
You also found some porn. Hey.
I mean, I found some things I want to try with Floon later, so I guess that's good.
There's some statues. Maybe you can have them moved to the. Okay, sorry. Carry on.
But so then I guess I would go back upstairs, and I do want to quickly talk to Laryl, just in the most absolute passing possible.
Okay.
And point out the fact that obviously they can't be trusted with what they said about Fox, seeing as I didn't find anything to save Fox. So I'm going to try and plant the seed that clearly Fox didn't have anything to do with the previous attack.
Interesting. Yeah, make a persuasion check.
Please. Nope. Burning.
Okay.
Burning.
And that's what, GM?
God damn it.
So you're fresh out now, huh?
Damn. Yikes.
Yeah. I think she sort of just nods, but you don't necessarily feel like you maybe got the result you wanted there.
Can I take a second pass at it with Gale?
With Gale, I don't think. I mean, Gale doesn't really have any administrative power to do much of anything, really.
Nah, he's a high level wizard and friends, clearly with the lady of the help. I just want to save my man,
Sure. Listen,
man.
I just think to save your man, you might just have to save your man. I think if that persuasion check went better than that, sure, right, that there's a path in that direction, but I think on the checks there, like, I think you would sort of see the political calculation of like, that is true, but he is definitely a member of the Zentarum, so it's like he's not going to get executed or anything crazy, but it's like they still have to do a court process. Like, if she interferes and is just like, oh yeah, go free him, like, there's, in the same way that when like Trump pardons, pedophiles, everyone's like, hey, that's fucked up. Well, he's like, he's definitely like a member of the criminal underground. And it's like, if it's too high profile, and it kind of would be, because like a noble died and then these people got arrested, it's going to be a big scandal, So, and like most of the public doesn't make a distinction between the splinter cell of Zentarum and just all the Zentarum. Like, in most people's minds, that's just the Zentarum. What do you mean? Oh, they're having an internal power struggle. Why do I care? So I think what you sort of would clock is it's a bit too much of a political risk to really directly intervene.
Yeah.
But also that like it's not like a Luigi and Mangione situation now where like, you know, to begin like in the like it would have been to begin with, right? That it's like this is a high profile killing of a noble and these Zentarum were involved. But now that you have this infernal angle, it's kind of like finding out that the CEO was also a pedophile or something. You know what I mean? That it's like, right? Which, of course, you know, just to be clear, he wasn't in the real world. But you get what I'm saying, that it's like that would drastically change the dynamics of that case and the public perception, but maybe not enough for folks to be like, well, but that guy still died. You know, it's just like, yeah.
I guess, and disappointedly, I would walk through the gate.
Okay.
You know, like I didn't get what I needed.
Yeah. So, okay, so everyone is heading back through the gate to whatever it is, Troll Skull.
Ferret's
this point-
popping out of the corner to go through the gate.
Well, Vareth is hiding somewhere. We don't really know where, but just yet. But anyway, unless anybody has anything else they want to do, then I think that is going to end on the Gralhund Villa situation. You guys have basically cleared your names now. Over the course of the next day, you know, guards will stop looking for you. The wanted posters will come down, and your sort of non-involvement. It's like basically the story will be disseminated that none of the things that the Gralhund said about what happened there are worth believing just because, you know, they're devil worshippers. So that kind of makes that part of life easy. In the meantime, then, we are going to pop, I think, back over maybe to the map of Waterdeep and just talk about what's next for everybody. So you've cleared your name. You do still have access to the safe house from, what's his name? The El Torchel safe house if you need it for some reason. You do still have Troll Skull Manor, which the heat on it is probably going to dip significantly now. Is there any, like, what are people up to at this point then? I know on deck we have Vareth wants to investigate his lead. Zylander wants to investigate his lead. Any other major stuff that I should have on my radar at the moment?
Are we doing like downtime weeks?
I mean,
style,
sort
or-
of, yeah. I probably won't resolve this first full week of downtime ultimately until, you know, Vareth and Zylander's stuff happens. But in terms of like what you guys are up to, if you are working on that stuff, it'd probably be good for me to know like what folks are doing during this next period of the rest of this week. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
So
A question I have, and I don't know, maybe you can't tell me, but I had kind of pulled the Lady Kalain thread a long time ago.
Mhm.
Have we like moved on to the point where it's not, that was like an old thread now?
I
there's
would
not
not
any-
say that. No, I think if you want to re-pull on that thread,
Okay.
I think you just wrote to her again recently, right?
I thought so.
Yeah,
I
and
thought-
we
I thought
haven't
I
exactly
did.
set a date for the two of you to interact,
meet up.
but I believe that could be put on the calendar.
Okay.
Let's see here.
So we've got the wedding on Kythorn the 21st,
Right.
which is like a week before.
And so, yeah,
Founders
and I
Day.
think we'll go ahead and everyone can take a long rest if you haven't already. We'll go ahead and move you guys to the 5th of Kythorn, tentatively, and move forward from there. Sort of because no one else, I think, had anything major they were like having to do last night. So, you know, as far as what you guys get into from here on out, yeah, I think, let's see, from Lady Kalain, do you have what you sent her? Do I have what you sent her?
Let me find
Ba-ba-ba-ba.
letters. Did I move my letters? I might have moved my letters to another doc. 'cause I
Okay,
have
well,
my
while you're
many
looking
letters.
that up, yeah, I have tab letter writing on one of these lists. But
Oh,
I
yes,
don't
I do
know.
have it. I do have it. Yep,
Okay.
I'll send it.
okay, thank you. Okay, there we go. Thank you. Appreciate that. Okay, so, am I right then that Vareth is investigating the docs, Foxy is investigating the murders, Lady Stuff we're setting, or not Lady Tav, we're setting up the Kalain angle, Ash and Victor. From previously, Victor, your goal was to try to help get the party out of trouble, so that kind of happened. So you've got more time now that you can look at. And Ash, last thing I had was brewing potions of healing and gathering intel.
Yeah, I want to do a little shopping as well.
Okay.
And if there's time remaining, actually, since they heard Foxy or Zylander mention trying to get Fox out of trouble, I think he might start up a conversation and see if he wanted some help with that.
Okay.
Also, I think it's worth mentioning that I think Victor was joining me to the docks for the first trip
Okay.
with the murders.
Murders. What was the murders that you're investigating?
I'm investigating murders of high
Oh.
elves and half elves in the.
Oh, but you haven't told us any of that, right?
Nope.
Cool.
Okay. All right. So, Zylander is trying to talk to Victor. Then, so you're saying you haven't yet talked to him about doing that, but you planned to?
Yes.
And then Ash wants to talk to Zylander about the Fox angle. And then, okay. So, real quick, just because I think we can. Let's see. Okay, sorry, let me pick.
Oh, you did? Damn, I forgot that.
Yeah.
My brain done. I didn't cross that off.
Yes, okay. Okay. Okay, you get a letter back from Lady Kulain, which says, I would be delighted to receive you for tea this month. Would the 10th be acceptable?
Perfect. Putting it on my calendar
And with an address and everything. So I'm going to put that on my calendar here. On the 10th, Tav tea with Lady Kulain. Bam.
Do we know who Lady Kulain is, or is that just a?
I do.
Yeah, so Lady Kulain, it just is a. I don't know how many of your characters would be aware of this connection. Tav made a connection with a painter who used to. I think you know this. Tell me if you don't know.
Yeah, what I have is that she was basically a former lover.
Yes.
Of
Okay.
him.
Yeah, so she used to be Lord Neverember, Nerevar Neverember. So you guys met Rainier Neverember. That's the son, not her son, but just a son of Lord Neverember, who used to be the Open Lord of Waterdeep, which is Laro's position. He was pushed out of here several years ago, I say, as I knock my soda over. So she used to be his, like, mistress. Or, like, you know, I don't know that he was really married, but, like, she was, you know, in a relationship with him, but is no longer. And Tav met her when one of the time things people were doing was like getting to know nobles in the city and stuff, making connections and things like that. And that was her connection.
And
One of the
correct me
ones
if
she
I'm
met.
wrong, I met her as well doing the same.
Yes, I think so. I don't know if that's like a connection or just you were there when that
I
You were
happened.
at the
You were like
ceremony.
at the party where they met and also met her. Yeah. So, okay. All right. So that's handled. Let's jump into. Let's first do maybe Ash and Zylander having that conversation, and then Zylander and Victor, and then I want to jump to Vareth and the docks.
Okay.
So, yeah, I guess you guys tell me, like, in what circumstances, Ash, if you're approaching Zylander about this, you know, how does that go? Where does that happen? What's everyone, you know, like, are you in the, like, main room? Do you go up to his room? Like, how does that all happen?
Yeah, I would imagine. Well, how early does Zylander get up?
Zylander's sleeping. 100%. Zylander's asleep, but if Zylander sleeps very lightly, so I feel like you would know that if you knock, he'll answer.
All right. Yeah, so I think Ash might just kind of wander in, knock on the door, and he's like, hey, you awake?
You'll hear some like panic shuffling for like 5 seconds and then be like, oh, safety. Yeah, that's right. And he's going to get up and then he's going to open the door. He's going to notice it's you. And instantly his face is going to brighten all the way up as if he didn't sleep at all. And he's going to be like, did you meet our friend on the roof?
Yeah, I saw him up there. Cool. How'd you do that?
Well, the guy that I didn't kill, but he happened to fall out of the window. So then I pickpocketed him, whatever his name was, kept him in the cage and then didn't feed him for days. So I freed him from the cage, which in retrospect, if I'd offered him more food, maybe that would have enticed him more to want to be here. But he did make a nest up there. But I need you to also talk to him as a druid. That's what I'm looking for, fuck. And convince him not to kill our rat friends. Because if he kills our rat friends, then I have to kill the bird, and I'd feel really bad about that.
Yeah.
I would not.
Uh,
No, I'm just kidding.
Jesus.
Yeah. I guess we gotta watch out for Jerry, huh?
And
And
Freya.
what's yours called?
Her name is Freya.
Freya. Yeah.
She just pops out of my hair because she matches the color. Be like,
Oh, cool. But anyway, seemed like you were still kind of worried about Fox back there. You trying to do anything to help him?
I'm not really sure what there is I can do besides stage a full prison break at this point.
Well,
I
I
don't
mean, how
think that
much
would go
trouble
over
is he
very well.
gonna be in after he goes through the courts? They just lock him up for a little while and let him out?
I mean, what would you do if you captured one of the, let's say vice president of the, is he Zentarum?
Yes.
Okay, but what happens if you catch like a, chairperson of the Zentarum? Would you let him go?
Yeah, well, I don't know. Maybe we can find him an attorney. We could-
Zylander looks down to his belt and be like, "It's not named attorney, but I got something that could try and like get him out." And he's gonna like pull his dagger out.
Oh, I will
Yeah.
also
I really had to save that because
I will also, just for context, like one of the ways to think about the Zentarum too is like it's a criminal organization, but it's kind of like the mob, right? Or like, and also like a mercenary company, right? Like, so part of the thing with Fox is the Graalhuns were gonna pin this whole thing kind of on him, and there's clear Zentarum involvement, but an investigation would not indicate like that he was involved, right? And also any questioning of any ancillary members of the group associated with him will not reveal that any of them were involved. So in a certain sense, this Splinter Cell situation, it's like he's still like people will still blame him, right? And it's like you would have to go through the process, but the evidence is just not there to convict. It's like catching what's his face on like tax evasion because you couldn't get him on murder, right? But it's like at this point there's not even really the tax evasion. So it's like this was clearly used as an opportunity to bring this guy in who was on the radar, but also you get the sense it's not necessarily going to stick, right? And but also, he like there may be other ways to bust him out of jail or something. Like there are other possibilities here too, right? If you want to like take a direct hand in it, I'm not saying that's a bad idea, right? Or even would be unwelcome. But I just sort of want to contextualize it in your brains of like it's not like they got him dead to rights, right? It's like purely circumstantial that he's with this organization, and questioning will reveal that he doesn't know any of the details about really what happened or why. Any of the known associates of his won't really turn up. It's just this loose association because it's this Splinter Cell. So it's kind of this like,
Catch 22.
it'll take a little while to like run its way through the court or whatever, but also, it's not like he's definitely going down for this. You know what I mean? Because it's like they're basically the prosecution's fake case will fall apart, essentially, right? Because they just don't have the evidence. Because obviously the evidence isn't there because of what you guys know.
I guess Highlander would show a little bit of like this side of him that people don't get to see often, like the emotional side where it's like I want him I want him to see that I'm useful, and letting him rot in prison when I could have kept him from getting arrested in the first place by warning him that the Zentarum where Splinter Cell was involved. I don't it doesn't feel right leaving him in jail. And I definitely want to make sure that he knows that I'm considering saving him in whatever way that I can.
Well, tell him that. I'm sure we can go visit. Or I can go visit if you want me to give him a message, but I don't think we should bust him out quite yet until we see where this case is gonna go.
We have a disguise. I have a disguise kit, don't I? I
Yeah.
do.
Probably. I think you guys got one.
Yeah, so I could disguise myself and go. Yeah, maybe we should go visit him and just see kind of like what's going on in there and see if he needs any additional help.
Yeah, and I mean, other than busting him out, we could just, I mean, this case is bullshit anyway, right? He just got wrapped up in all this other stuff, so could put a little heat on the prosecutor.
Are we talking heat like burning hands heat? Because I don't know if we should involve Tab.
Ash just goes tab and then lights up fire hands.
We don't want to burn the jail down around him.
Yeah, no, just some ideas.
Yeah, I
He
do
may
think that would be a good idea.
well, let's plan a visit, but hold off on a jailbreak for now.
That sounds like the best idea. So, I guess we can put it on the calendar for Ash and Cylinder to make a prison check, a
Okay.
welfare check on Fox, I guess.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Where's my calendar? I'm back. Blam. Okay, yeah. So it's currently the 5th. You can kind of pick any day you want here to do that. Obviously, I assume sooner is better than later, but
Yeah.
whatever you guys think in terms of, is that we're going this afternoon, or are we going planning it out and going tomorrow or the next day? Like, what's the thought process?
Zylander's got a few things that so he'll look over at Ash and be like, I've got some stuff I've got to get wrapped up and started today. Since a lot of things have been happening and I was told to do something and I ain't done it yet. And it's been a few weeks, so I should probably go check on it. So how does like tomorrow or the next day sound for you to go and get everything to check on him?
Sounds great.
So yeah, let's plan for that. If not tomorrow, then definitely the next one.
Works for me. All right, get some sleep.
Okay, and then he's gonna like look over and he's gonna be like, no, and then he's gonna look and see Victor's room is across from mine, right? If I'm not mistaken.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah, he's gonna look over and try and see if Victor's door is open.
I'd say if it's morning time, yeah, it's probably open.
Okay, Zylander's gonna kind of like happily, like jovially hop over to Victor's room because he needs Victor to say yes. So he's gonna try and put on like this happy as he's walking, and be like, he's just gonna go like, knock, knock, knock.
Yes.
Dicky, hey buddy. I need your help, please. And then he's gonna like look at him in a way that like he actually needs help and he's never asked anybody for it really, to try and like make sure that you understand like it's not just a small request.
Oh. Yeah, maybe. What do you got going on?
Some of my friends have been dying on the docks and I need to go check it out, but you know me, I don't want to be around the guards, so I kind of need someone as a buffer in between me and the guards so I can check it out without interference.
Oh. Yeah, I mean, if you're trying to figure out why people are dying, I don't see why I couldn't come down with you and help you out a little bit.
Okay. I definitely think that's going to help me a lot. However, we have to have a serious conversation first. Because I heard what you did with Barrett. And I don't need these guards knowing that I'm there. So, let's just have a little role play. Let's say that you're at the docks and let's say you're at the docks and the guards see you're chalking it up and be like, what are you doing here? And it's like, you're not going to say I came here with my friend Zylander. You're just like, I'm just checking out the docks, which is the truth. That's what we're doing. And he's like, oh, but you're all by yourself. Where are your friends? That's when you say, oh, I'm never alone. I walk with Jesus or I walk with God. So you're not lying. Because it is the truth. As a paladin, you walk with so that way Zylander's name doesn't come out. You don't tell them that I'm there. You're not breaking any rules because you know, you do walk with God everywhere you go.
Okay.
You know,
Before I say yes to this, remember one of my devotions is don't lie or cheat. Let your word be your promise.
tell me though, am I wrong though? Do you walk with God? Tear. Do you walk
Tear.
with tear?
I
Is
would
tear
say
in
yes.
your heart everywhere you go?
I would say yes to that. Yes.
So if the guards ask, you know, what you doing here all alone? You just say, I'm not alone. I always have tear with me. You know, that's the truth in a way. It answers the question without giving extra details.
Next week on Religious Court.
Does that make sense?
I guess that could work.
I feel like the less details you provide, the better. So that's an answer to the question spiritually. You're answering the spiritual side, not the physical. So that should satisfy that little piece of yourself that can't tell a lot.
I guess that would work.
Yeah, and then you know you could ask around a little bit. You could see, you know, what's going on with the bodies. You know, have they figured anything out? And if you're asked why, I heard from someone, not specifically Zylander, that people were dying here. You know, I don't live far from here, and I was concerned. That is a truth statement without saying my name. Right?
We could try it out.
But okay, let's go. And he's gonna like go and get his pouch, his bag and everything.
And as you go to open the door, it's just Tav standing there going, were you trying to teach him how to lie?
I mean, you can teach him, you know, I would say old dog, but I look over and he's not very old. I don't know. I mean, you can teach people new things, you know.
Right.
You know.
Well, it's all right.
We're gonna teach you subtlety one day, you know.
Well, you know, I might not be subtle, but I do know how to lie, but it's okay. I'm not going to take offense to the fact that you're going to go off on an adventure and not even tell me about it. It's okay. I'm totally fine with this. I wish you good luck. I've packed you sandwiches for the road.
Silander's going to look at these very questionable sandwiches, remembering the coffee that she tried to make 17 sessions ago that tasted like dirt. And he's going to say thanks, and he's going to just put them in his back pocket. And then kind of like nudge Freya to go into the pocket for the sandwiches.
Yeah, sure. Just real quick, Tav, talk to me about the sandwiches. Do you want to roll for this, or do you want to just like decide what the quality? Okay.
I'll roll for it.
Yeah, let's see. What would this
what do we
be?
roll for this?
Maybe make a. I'm gonna say
sandwich.
wisdom skill check. So just make a wisdom check.
All right.
Well,
19.
Surprisingly good. These look like I have actually put effort into them. I opened that cookbook. Gail gave me a cookbook at the beginning of this adventure. It took me a while to read. I think
it was I believe Volo wrote the cookbook, right?
And maybe that's true.
If I remember.
Volo cookbook.
No, never mind. Don't take it.
Okay.
All right, I'm done.
There's also like a little wrapped one for Freya in there. And
yeah, this is Volo's guide to gastronomics.
Oh,
yep.
God.
Yep.
Listen, I hate to make this reference, but can we just think for a minute who Volo really is? He's basically Lockhart. Okay. So just have that information for yourselves, gang.
Yeah. Well, you know, here's the other thing, though.
Can you give me the background on who I'm supposed to know who that is?
The Queen Turf of Turf Island, who wrote the children's book about the boarding school with magical children.
Oh, yes. Oh, okay.
There you go.
Click. Sorry.
I thought you were talking about Gilderoy Lockhart. So I also didn't. Oh,
Yes,
oh,
that's
okay.
that's who I went.
Oh,
Well,
okay.
because he's a notorious like braggart, but also
Yeah.
lies about his accomplishments and does stuff to just sell books.
Fair enough.
But I
Well, it
will
was
also
enough to get
say
through me.
what I will say there is like compared to the sandwiches that Tav was making before, this actually is a market improvement. It does use real bread and real lunch meat. And it uses like actual like correct ingredients and doesn't like light any of them on fire in the process. So and when you think about it, truly, how like it's also like how hard to screw up like if you get the correct ingredients, it is kind of hard to screw up a sandwich. You know what I mean? Like bread, stuff in the middle, good to go, right? So
Yep.
I think maybe that wisdom is in picking out something achievable and accomplishing it, right?
Yeah. Not doing
Rather
creme
than like
brulee
you're
over
not,
here.
yeah, exactly. You're not
Yeah.
making what's that thing where they like put biscuit dough around a hunk of beef or whatever?
Oh, yeah.
Wellington or whatever.
a
It's
beef
not a
Wellington,
Wellington,
yeah.
right?
Wellington,
Which I
yes.
think is
Yeah.
notoriously quite difficult to accomplish properly.
Yes.
Or it's
Well,
not some
so
sort
then-
of like egg sauce, It's
Mhm.
like bread and sandwich stuff.
With this being an okay looking sandwich, I guess he'd put it in his actual bag away from where Freya could get to it.
Sure.
And then he's gonna look at I almost said stuff. He's gonna look at Tav, and he's gonna go. If it turns out to be anything, that I'll come back. This
Do you
is
mind just have your walkie-talkie on you, perhaps? Not walkie-talkie. Have your sending stone.
Rocky Talkie.
Rocky Talkie. Yo. If you don't have the inspiration take it for that. That's good. I like that. 10 out of 10.
I'm gonna look at her, and I think that
Holy shit.
our old oath man over here has the Rocky Talkie, so I think we're good.
Okay, cool.
Does he have the sending stone or no? I don't remember who has them.
Oh,
Yeah, I mean, I think you guys can just decide at this moment who you want to have them.
Yeah, I'll leave it with good old Vicky.
Okay.
I think
And then-
I had one the last time we spoke. It was I had one and Vareth had one, I believe.
Right.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
whoever the other end is.
Yeah, I mean, I'm given that it's like a new day, you guys can just decide to hand them off, and that's fine.
Yeah.
If you want to just decide who has them now.
Tav will hand it to Xylander, and Xylander will look at it, and he's gonna toss it to Victor.
Okay. All right. Well, with that, Vareth. Sorry that you've had to sit here for quite a while, but
Honestly, Rocky
docs to
Talkie made it all
investigate.
worthwhile. It's fine.
but the next day, which you can choose to do this at daylight or nighttime. I know you're not a day person, maybe evening, who knows, whatever. In any case, on the, what is this, 5th of Kythorn, you wake up, you've got docs to investigate. What would you like to do?
The one thing that I just need answered actually is did I mention this to anybody? Because I feel like I did.
You asked me about stuff involving it, but
Yeah, because you asked Zylander
if
if he had heard of anybody like trying to sell these glasses or knew anything about like someone who was said that they had robbed a ship from like his broader criminal network. And he sort of pieced that together to figure out which ship you were talking about, which was Zardoz Zotz and the flotilla of the little whatever it is, carnival he has.
That was because that was when you two were off investigating the Nimble Right on your own. So you two had that convo, but
Yeah, I
none of
actually
the
think
rest
this
of
was
us.
at this was at Troll Skull Manor the first
Right,
night
when
you
you went
guys
back.
were on the run when you went back to pick up stuff.
Right.
That makes
Regardless,
sense. Then.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I didn't mention this dock lead to anybody then.
I don't
Not that I
think
remember.
so.
The reason I don't think so is because of the fact that there was another conversation we started going down that I asked a question and then we realized, oh, I can't ask that because he didn't tell any of us.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
Yeah, I
One
mean,
more
you had a
question.
conversation with 3 Strings, which is how you got this lead in the first place.
Right.
But
I have one more follow up then.
Sure.
Are we assuming that tonight is this because I'd be doing it at night just to go ahead
Okay.
and knock that out.
Sure.
Is it assumed that this is all happening at the same time as the other 3 are going on an adventure here?
I mean, if you're doing it on the 5th, and they're like, you guys could decide that. If your plan is the next day, Vareth, then Zylander's trip to the docks to investigate these murders with Victor is also the evening of the 5th. So if you're like, basically yes, unless you decide you want to delay it and go on a different night for some reason.
So I guess what I was thinking is like maybe Vareth comes out, sees that everybody but Tab is gone, is like, oh, you know what I mean? Which is fine, right? That's just what
Going
I'm
somewhere.
Well, I don't think Ash was going on that trip, so I think it's actually just that
I thought
Victor and
Ash
Zylander.
was.
Ash was gonna go
I
invent.
think Ash knows about it.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, I
He
think
doesn't.
Ash's whole thing was going to visit Fox with Zylander, jail.
Okay.
Yeah.
which is
I
going to
also got
happen the
confused.
next day or the day
Boy.
after that, depending how things go.
Okay,
So
well,
yes, Tav and Ash are still here. Zylander and Vicky have gone off somewhere.
We'll have to
Okay.
see Mommy,
of course.
his stripper guardian.
Oh yeah, at the
Three
nightclub.
string, 3 pearls.
Incredible.
She
Yeah, in
was
that
good at her
case,
job.
just so everybody's involved then. I guess Vareth does come down at some point when it starts to get dark, and if you guys are just in the common area or whatever. Hello.
Hey, Vareth.
Are you all right? Are you in dire need of help?
No? Why would you assume that?
I mean, you're initiating a conversation.
Ha ha. But now that you mention it,
Indignantly, no, I am not. But also, actually, though,
no secret. I'm not used to being a part of a team, but I'm following up on a lead at the docks if you guys want to come.
Okay, no, but
Sure.
really, are you okay? Is this a setup?
Do you want to go or not?
Yes.
Okay.
I
Do
don't
you
know
want me to
why
pack sandwiches?
I'm flashing back to that clip of The Rock and Kevin Hart. Be like, are you in or out? No, are you in or out? Well, then I'm out. No, I'm sorry, you're actually already in.
I'm sorry, man, but you're already in. I thought you were gonna say yes. You did.
I've been talking to this therapist. They said this was.
What was that? Central Intelligence?
So good.
I have no idea what you guys are talking about.
It's
It
which
is,
movie
yeah.
that's from, and I have no idea. I just see it on
I
TikTok.
don't
Yeah,
know, man.
no.
I just seen the TikTok clips. That's all.
Yeah, I think it's called Central Intelligence.
Okay, sorry. Yeah, so Vareth, you're asking Tav. I guess Ash is
Yeah.
also there. If you like, I don't know
Yeah,
who's
it
having
was
that
to both of
conversation
them.
and how.
Yes, absolutely. I'm ready. And you see, just like Tav, like has this bag that she pulls out from under her reading chair. That's like a go bag. She like pulls out this like cloak that's like not her normal cloak. She goes, "Honestly, Beth, I've been waiting for this moment. I knew it would come someday."
Get to go in the adventure.
I do think Jerry like pops out of your pocket and sort of like says this into Vareth's ear. She's like, she's a bit too eager, isn't she?
I'm gonna regret this. I think that Barrett looks over to Ash with pleading eyes. Like, please tell me you're coming to.
Yep,
Ash is
I'll
like,
join.
Oh, thank the gods.
Oh, okay. All right.
All right. And away we go then.
Yeah. Okay. So you guys begin to take the trek down to the docks. You've been told, I believe, to look under the docks at Mistshore.
Yep.
So you head down to the docks, and what's your approach? What are you trying to do?
What are we doing, Vareth?
Oh yeah, that'd be great to know.
Yeah, you've got plenty of time
I
to
was
talk.
waiting for this bit. That's why I was like,
You
I know.
absolutely have plenty of time to talk as you walk through the entire city to get here. So,
Okay, let me gather my thoughts on this actually. Because this has something to do with keeping something from somebody, right?
yeah, I mean, you're ultimately trying to avoid your employer knowing what you're up to, and because you're maybe not going to do what he wanted you to do. So, obviously, that ultimately is up to you. But
Yeah, I'm trying to remember. It's been a while, so I'm like trying to remember what my motivations are here. Okay. It's complicated. But what I can say is that I'm trying to prevent somebody kind of important from getting something that they want. And so Three Strings told me to make that happen, I need to come here and look for something. I know it's not a lot, but honestly, I don't have much more than that myself.
Any relative size? But it's a thing, so we're treasure hunting.
Did I get the sense it was a thing, or was it somebody? I'm looking for
Well,
something.
yeah, so you're looking for this individual who you have been told has stolen
the
from
kid, because
so
I
there
asked
is a thing.
Zylander.
Yeah, there is a thing in question, but it's it's just that the thing was stolen.
Okay.
So.
All right. Yes. Two things. I think Three Strings has turned me on to some kind of individual that's going to lead me to a object that this guy wants. And it's basically these glasses that can detect magic.
Oh. Okay, great.
I'm trying to prevent him from getting those, along with, well, to be clear, the stone. So
very prudent. That's what I like about you. Got a good head on your shoulders.
And
nice.
are we preventing him from getting this by getting it ourselves?
So if I'm following this correctly, if we find the individual, they either know or have the thing, know about the thing or have the thing. And the goal is for okay, this is getting really complicated. My employer wants this guy, okay? And I'm trying to make sure he doesn't get him.
Okay. And
so we got to find him first.
This guy stole something from your employer. So we're trying to. The point is we need to find the person. It's a person.
Yeah.
Okay. Hi. Any description whatsoever.
It's been a while. Let me confer with the gods.
Sure, yeah. I don't think he did give you I don't think your employer gave you a description of the person. He gave you a description of the item that they stole in the hopes that that would be enough to help you find the person who stole it.
And Three Strings just said, literally, just to come check here.
Yeah, and Three Strings, as you were talking about this, basically said your employer's not telling you all of the truth. The person he's sending you after is like, there's much more to that story, and, here's a location to start your process.
Okay. Unfortunately, no. I can tell you about the item.
Oh, great. Yes, that'd be very helpful.
And he'll kind of describe them the best he can, but essentially it comes down to a pair of reading glasses that have the ability to detect and see magic things, right? That's basically.
I actually think they're more like steampunk goggles than they are like glasses.
Sure. Okay.
But yes, they're
Okay, well then Vera's gonna describe them, and maybe he doesn't use the word steampunk to stay in character, but yeah, those.
Okay. Great. And these glasses can detect magic.
Yes.
Great. Funny enough, I do have a scroll of detect magic in case we can detect magic on the detect magic item. I don't know if that helps us.
There's some detect magicception happening there.
There is a bit.
Yes, detect magic would reveal the enchantment on the item, if that's the question here.
Great. And that lasts for how long? Let me see.
10 minutes, 30 minutes, something like that? An hour?
Okay, so all right. We got to narrow it down a little bit more before I cast it to be sure.
Let's take a look.
Well, I can cast it all day tomorrow.
Oh, because you can prepare things, I see.
Yes, its concentration lasts for 10 minutes.
Okay, all right. Well, if we narrow it down, I can verify it's who we think it is.
Sure. Well, what I do have is, like I said, Three Strings said to come to the docks, look under them at Miss Shore. So that's where we're headed. I don't know what it means. 96% of my life is all cryptic messages, so I kind of just roll with it.
Perfect. Lead the way.
Okay. So you guys make your way. It's about 3 miles down the road to Miss Shore. You guys are on basically opposite ends of the city. Actually, I guess I should do this way, opposite ends of the city. So, Miss Shore for folks is all the way down here. So yeah, you make it down to Miss Shore. Miss Shore is in the like naval side of the harbor, but lots of ships coming and going. You know, even at kind of late at night, there are plenty of sailors moving back and forth, all sorts of hubbub about. What would you like to do? Outling here. Are you just like looking around at people? You know, what's your plan here?
So I do think that maybe the standard order of operations would be to like kind of scan the area first, see if there's any nefarious things going on or like
Okay.
anything that can be noticed before
Sure.
we go directly to just underneath the dock,
Yeah.
you know, which
Go
feels pretty
ahead.
obvious.
And give me a perception check, whoever wants to.
Oh my God, my map went crazy.
I was just happy to be here.
I can't believe they asked me to go out with them. One's 13.
Damn. So Ash coming in clutch here with the perception check. Yeah, Vareth, you're used to like watching out for like criminals and danger and all of that kind of stuff, and I think that's maybe on that 13 kind of what you're keyed into. Tav, you're sort of just thinking about how you're basically 3 blocks away from Gail's house at the moment. Maybe haven't been back there in a couple days and missed the miss Pookie's house. But Ash, on the other hand, I think is a little more insightful here. And Ash, you look around and you notice a rather interesting figure. There is a man of kind of medium build in a very sort of like he's in like captain's like garb kind of, so he's got like a hat with like a big feather and like nice looking clothes, and he's sort of going from sailor to sailor along the dock ward, speaking with them briefly. Anyone that he speaks to seems confused by the interaction, and then he moves on to like the next person, and he talks to people for a little bit, and then seemingly having talked to a whole bunch of sailors and all of whom were confused by whatever it was he was saying, he sort of like looks around and then like climbs down a little thing and like drops onto a sandbar. He climbs down like a little retaining wall and drops onto a sandbar, and then makes his way under the docks.
You're muted, buddy. Still shows. There it is. Okay.
There it is.
Differently this time. Yeah, I will relay that. So, who's the guy with the feather in the hat?
Do I get a look at him before he goes away?
Sure, I think so. Yeah.
Okay, who is he?
I mean, yeah, it's a man, dark hair, little like mustache goatee situation.
Okay.
You don't know this person. You've never seen this
Got
person, but they are dressed pretty flamboyantly. I think flamboyant was the word I was looking for earlier. It's like nice clothes and this like feather, and they're just talking to just like regular sailors for some reason. It's kind of but not in a way that's like I'm the like captain and I'm like giving people orders or whatever. It's like whatever this interaction is seems to. I mean, I don't think you're close enough to overhear it, but whatever the interaction is, like the people seem confused. And then he just like moves on and has a similar interaction with the next person. And this happens 2 or 3 or 4 times. And then eventually this guy like looks around as if to see if he's being watched. Doesn't seem to notice you guys. Drops off of the, down this like little stone retaining wall onto like this beach at the bottom of the docks. That obviously when high tide comes in is like underwater, and scurries off under the docks.
I have no idea.
Couldn't really tell where he went though.
I mean, from where you're standing, not exactly. You'd have to like follow him down there, but clearly there's something. He's moving with a purpose. He's not just like wandering around looking at stuff. It's like, this is practice. He's done this multiple times before.
Is that guy interesting enough to follow, or you want to get on with it?
He seems to be going the direction we're going. Though I am curious what he was trying to tell people.
Tab, you want to go ask one of those sailors what he was asking about? You like talking?
Absolutely. And yeah, I guess that she'll probably go over to someone who seems affable enough and not like so engrossed in their task that they'd be annoyed by being bothered.
Yeah, you find a rather garrulous sailor who seems to be taking a break from loading stuff onto a ship, who you approach. What do you say?
Sir, I'm quite curious. This man with a feather in his hat just asked me, said something quite strange. Has he been going around and saying strange things to others in this area as well?
Yeah, I think for this, because this guy didn't come up to you and say anything, the right? And you're trying to imply that you had the same experience as this guy in order to figure out what he said to everyone else. Go ahead and give me a deception check.
Coming one way or another.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean, I don't go. Well, go ahead.
it's all right. We'll roll with it.
Okay. Yeah, on a 10, he basically says, "Oh, yeah, that's sort of a weird guy. He's kind of just walking around talking nonsense. I don't, real confusing."
What do you say to you?
I asked me if he knew where he could where he could get on a ship. He's dressed up like a guy who should own a ship. Like, what am I supposed? I don't know, man. Like, you buy rent passage if you ain't got a ship. But he's like approaching people like they're gonna help him be the captain of a ship. But like he didn't have a ship. You know what I mean? Like all the ships got captains already. You know?
Yeah.
So like, what do you? Like, so you come to me, you want me to do a thing on a ship, and you got the ship. But if you want me to find you a ship, buddy, if I can find you a ship, I'd have me a ship. Why'd I find you a ship?
Absolutely.
You know?
I am curious. There's like a carnival ship in town, isn't there?
Oh, yeah, that thing. Yeah.
You think he was looking for that?
I assume they got a captain already. I don't, Oh, you think he's a clown? He could be a clown. I don't know.
I don't know. He was dressed
Could be
quite flamboyantly. I mean,
a
I've only
sailor
seen
clown?
people on cruises dressed so flamboyantly for sea,
That's crazy.
Yeah. Well,
I'm gonna have to hang on. He sits down. I gotta think about that. A sailor who's a clown. I don't sit right. What's the world coming to? A man could wander around the sail street, asking people to help him find a ship. He's a clown all the time.
Tab's just going to kind of quietly start walking away.
Hey, Brock, get
Backing
over
up.
here. Let me ask you something. You ever seen a clown who was a sailor?
Tap walked up to an already confused man and made him even more confused. It's absolutely baffling to me.
Okay.
It's confusedception. So confused, she's confused the other players at the
she just starts slowly walking, like
Yeah, he doesn't even
back.
notice. He's in it now, man.
Yeah. So turns out he was asking people if they knew where he could get on a ship, which seemed to confuse most people because he appeared as if, of course, he should be somebody who already owns a ship, having the appearance of a captain. So he's looking for a ship, it would seem.
Perhaps he's got an item he's trying to get away with.
Certainly would seem so.
You want to
Why
follow?
not just? Yeah, but I mean, why not just try to book passage instead of trying to get a whole ship? That's confusing. Somehow I'm more confused now than I was.
Yes.
Oh. Well, I mean, was he trying to stow away? Not be on the manifest?
Perhaps I'm not quite sure of the motive. The conversation did dissolve a little bit quicker than anticipated when I might have brought up the idea that he was going to look for a carnival cruise, and then he capitulated upon the idea that he might be a clown captain. That seemed to really dissolve things quite quickly.
Okay, well,
You do look over and see Brock has grabbed whoever this other sailor is by the shoulders and is shaking him like, snap out of it, man! Come on, smack!
yeah, we should probably go.
Yeah, I think so. Let's go.
Okay. Yeah. So is your plan to just jump down and try to follow this guy? Okay. Are you guys trying to be sneaky?
Ish. Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
Make it stealth check with disadvantage. That's what sneaky is will get you.
That's fair. Nah, we better try to be a bit quiet
Okay.
coming in behind him. I
All
want
right,
to just
make a regular stealth check.
All right. If you are saying that we need to be quiet, then I'm going to go ahead and use my enhance ability, and I'm going to use the the cat's grace to get
Okay.
advantage on dexterity checks.
Okay. All right, so that's a 21 for Varith.
Yeah.
And enhance ability will get you advantage.
Yeah, so I'll have to roll it twice because this thing is stupid.
Yeah.
And we'll go with the
And,
19.
all right.
Ash is gonna become a cat.
It's okay.
I'll do it.
Yeah.
yeah, that works too.
As you become a cat, you have a 23 on yourself. Yeah, so you guys pop down. You find underneath this particular dock is a sort of like storm drain.
Mhm.
It's dry at the moment. And you can kind of see the footsteps on the beach pretty clearly leading right up to this thing and into it.
If anyone asks, we're just taking our pet cat for a walk on the beach. I'm sorry.
Okay, you do you follow into the storm drain?
Yes, because the very next place I wanted to be was a sewer. But yeah,
Okay,
probably
sure,
for the
yeah,
best.
of course. Yeah, so you climb up there. Make me a investigation, perception, or survival check.
Let's see what I got. We'll go perception. That's a little bit better. 21. 21?
Yeah. Not too hard to do. You can see the sort of like still slightly damp like center of this like storm drain. There is some like muck there. You can clearly see these like boot prints in the muck that lead up. And eventually sort of turn. There's like a part of the wall that's like a bit crumbled. And as you look, it like is a small tunnel that leads into like a different little pipe. But as you kind of glance at it with your dark vision, Varith, you can see that the this other area, it's like cut off from the rest of the pipes. And judging by like what you see of the tunnel, like the water doesn't, it's like angled such that the water doesn't really go up there. So it's like a kind of dry place that's sort of just like a forgotten little alcove of this water system.
Well, I don't know what it has to do with anything, but I guess Three Strings wasn't lying that there is something here.
Okay. Do you follow up the way?
I'd say you take off. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you follow up the way. Eventually you find this little alcove. You can kind of like peek in. You can see a candle has just been lit. And what you find is sort of just like a little room. Again, it's just part of like a system that like part of it's collapsed and it's like cut off from the rest of whatever this water system is. And someone seems to have made this into a little hideout kind of. There are some like, semi busted up crates that are being used as like tables and, chairs and things. There's like a little, pallet kind of thing that's like some spare sailcloth and stuff that's been made into a little bed. And you see this individual is moving around in this space, sort of kind of like muttering to themselves, not in like a crazy way, but just like going the way you would if you're like going about your business, kind of like getting settled into a place.
I'm not really great with social situations, so I'm not sure what to do.
Do we want to inform him of our presence, or are we going to continue to stalk our prey? I'm not up on the espionage approaches.
I mean, if I was alone, yeah, I would just watch him until he does something.
Great. And then like you see Tab just like hunkers down and is like
Yeah. After a few moments, you do hear this individual speak aloud. Give me 1 second here. Stand by, everyone. They appear to be speaking aloud to someone else in the room.
oh. Ooh.
Did it work?
Oh.
Oh, so I know it is around here somewhere. I can find it if I just continue. When is he going to get back? He would know. He would know where it is. I needed some help. I needed some. He's going to get back. He would know. He would know where it is.
What?
Eh? I hear something. Oh, there are people here. You have a boat? Eh? Come on in. You can help me. Please help me. Hello. Well, welcome everybody. Hey, I am the captain. I am Fernando Gomanialoso. I'm very happy to see you. Did the sailors send you? They send you to help me. Hey, I am a pirate. I am the best pirate of the Sea of Swords. You're very welcome to my well. What would this be? This would be my. Oh, I know. This is my nook. Yeah. Well, come in. Don't be out there. Hey, what are you doing? You looking for me? Hey, I am mighty pirate. And you are scallywags. Yeah? Do I have to make you walk the plank? Yar! Ho, ho, ho!
Yes, I heard there was looking for a ship. I don't have one, but I do have a lot of enthusiasm. So I thought I might, come on in and see how I might help. I am a purveyor of fine things.
Well, I am the captain. I'm Captain Fernando Gormanialoso. Can you say that? I think you probably can, eh? You're a pretty smart girl.
Captain Fernando Gerbriosa.
Oh, no. Gormanialoso.
Galmanioloso, eh?
Oh, you're not doing so good. Get one of the other people to try. Ferdinando Gormanialoso. I am mighty pirate. I take a lot of swag, yeah? See? Ciao. I don't think you're taking me so seriously.
I'm so sorry. And I think Tab's actually gonna pull off her unfancy cloak that she had put on for this like stealth mission, and she's gonna pull out of her bag her like fancy. She's got like a half cloak that is like, just like fit fab for parties. She goes, "Oh, so sorry. I didn't know it was going to be that kind of a party, but I see that you are a refined gentleman who is clearly of high standing and repute. And
No, I'm a pirate. I'm a pirate. I am mighty warrior on the sea. Nobody can get around me. Get out of my way. And he starts to move towards Vareth, sizing him up as he steps forward.
God. Oh, thank God.
Oh, and who are you, mighty person?
Damn it.
Ashen
What a
cat
damn
form,
it?
just like
Is that damn it or the damn it? Is that the first name or the last name?
Okay, I'm Vera. Sorry, you kind of caught me off guard. I'm not usually the one that does the talking.
Well, why are you here? You need to talk to me. You need to talk to the captain, okay? I'm Captain Fernandiano Gormanialoso. Can you say that? You can. Say hello, Capitan. Come on. Talk with me.
I can do captain. That the rest I would probably trip over, but
You must practice. You're gonna be mighty sailor on the sea. You got to practice so you can talk to people, eh? I talk to people all the time. I tell them, yo ho ho. I tell them, you don't do what I say, you walk at the plank. Yeah, that's what I do.
that's very captainly. Okay. I guess I'm not really used to doing this. I'll just ask. You haven't, in your pirate adventures, come across a set of magic glasses, have you?
Magic glasses. Well, I have a lot of treasure. I travel around. I take the ship. First of this ship, then of that ship. I get to lots of ships. I got the many ships on my belt. And I got the much I'm just a little temporarily embarrassed right now. I sort of lost in my ship. And, well, everything I had was on the ship, But I'm a mighty pirate, and I will get it back. I don't exactly remember if there are glasses. Why are you looking for glasses? You can't see?
Well, really, I'm just trying to keep somebody else from finding the glasses.
What do you mean by that? You trying to find the glasses first so you get the prize?
Something like that. If this individual who has the glasses got them from a particular ship, they just might be in trouble.
You think so? Who's looking for these glasses? You tell the captain. Maybe I can help you. You other people, you wait just a minute. Who sent you to find these glasses?
It's really unfair because like I'm tempted to tell Bonus Mom anything, but Bert's like really, I'm like, yes, I'll tell you whatever you want to know.
My greatest weakness.
Damn it, my kryptonite. Okay, so what's the one name? The Z name.
Zardaz Zot. I'll put it in
Zardoz
chat.
Zot. The glasses would have belonged to him. They would have been on a big ship that has a carnival on it.
And Capitan, you would recognize that name as relevant.
Well, you tell me a little bit about you. Let's step over here. Let's go over here just a minute. These are other people. They need to kind of stand back, okay? You and me, we're gonna have a little conversation. You tell them, go look for, like the carnival ship or something, and you come over here with me. I wanna ask you some questions.
I guess he lets himself be drug over there, but he looks back like, please help me.
Tad's just waving.
Oh, God.
Oh,
You go
also, Ash
everywhere
is in
with
the
the
form of a
wand.
cat at the moment. So Captain, there is I guess Ash can describe what this cat looks like, fur-wise, but there is a house cat with them.
Yeah, so he looks like any other cat down at the docks, kind of grimy, grungy, just a gray striped cat that has been kind of following him around.
Hey, pretty lady over there. You get to your little kitty, and I gotta talk to this man, okay? So you kind of move him. The captain has spoke. It is my nook, and what I say goes. So you just step aside, just a little bit, while the captain here, cause I'm mighty pirate, and I can shiver your timbers in a minute. All right? So you need to step over there.
She's gonna go.
What else is in this room as far as possessions go that are visible?
Yeah, that's a question, I suppose, for the Capitan. I already described a lot of it is like, salvaged and waterlogged, like crates that have been set out. But you might have some treasures of some kind, that you have found and cherish. What would the cat see? What would Ash as a cat see as they sort of look around the
Not
room and
very
investigate?
much. A little bit of half-eaten food, probably a couple of apple cores, a little bundle that looks like somebody was trying to use it as a pillow on one of the crates. But interesting enough, in one corner of the room, there's another little like just sort of cleaned out place. Looks like somebody like that there might have been more than one person there. Okay. And so it kind of over in that little corner, interestingly enough, there's kind of like a little box that almost looks like a child's toolbox. Just a little simple box, a little, metal thing. And there's two or three, a couple nuts, bolts, screws, something like that, just kind of laying around. But over where the captain is, not much.
Okay. Yeah, so Verith, the captain, sort of corners you in one little, corner of this tiny alcove.
All right, so it's really nice. If you want to help this person, maybe has these glasses. You think maybe you get them? This whatever you look through, you see whatever that is. You help them. Why you want to help them? And how come that other person told you to come and get the glasses? You gotta tell the captain, I am a pirate, all right? And yes, we steal and kill, and we are, we're really bad. But we have some honor among thieves. And what do you tell me? Because I ask you to tell me, you can't trust me. Look at this. This is the face of a pirate you could trust.
Oh, I might
Maybe.
actually have a handout for our dear captain here. Hang on.
I really hope so.
And if I don't, I might be able to make one real quick.
Thought this was a new player introduction.
Okay,
What
I didn't
could
make
be.
one, but I can. Okay,
Are
stand
you
by.
telling me
Everybody.
that
Well,
the
you guys
follow-up
carry on
adventure is
your
a pirate?
this situation here.
Sorry, I understand everything now.
I'm glad you do.
Okay.
I just put it together. I just put it together.
Children's
I get it.
toys.
Shut up. Yes, it took me a minute.
Okay, I'm still in the dark. That's fine. I'll just have
You're
the
doing great, buddy.
conversation. It's
You're doing great.
fine.
I am too.
Y'all are doing great. It's gonna be fine.
So it's not so much the glasses I'm trying to keep from Zordaz. It's a stone, but I think that the glasses will help him get the stone, if that makes sense.
But you said, because I
Okay,
wasn't
real quick.
listening very closely. If a
I'm gonna
pirates
pop
don't
us
listen,
over to the map real quick,
Capitan.
just so
Closely.
everyone can see. This is the person that we're looking at here. So it's a man, dark hair, sort of a little goatee and mustache, flamboyant clothes, big hat. You know, this is what we're dealing with, everybody. Just so everyone knows.
you said that you might be able to help with the person. Why you care about helping the person, huh? You just want the glasses for yourself, eh?
Be honest, I wouldn't know what to do with the glasses even if I had them.
Well, why you got to do what this person, like, what? If somebody is sent to you to get the glasses, but you don't want to get the glasses.
I mean, I'm more worried about the person who stole them because stealing from him is a really bad idea.
Oh, so this person what sent you is a really bad person. Then why you working for him? I'm talking real low. They can't hear what I say. You all are probably hearing every word.
It's kind of complicated. He got me out of a really bad situation a long time ago. And I feel like I owe him, I guess.
So you owe somebody, but maybe that the somebody does really, really bad things. But that's okay. You still do it for them because you know that you owe them. Maybe you could just like make them, like send them an apple or something and say, we're square now, huh?
I wish it were that simple.
Well, listen, you tell me, what are you gonna do? You get to these glasses or you get to this stone you think you want? What are you gonna do? What are you gonna say to that man that sent you to get this?
Honestly, I've not even told anybody, but I figured if we got the stone, I could pay him off in gold. And then I'd be free.
So he owns you now, huh?
It sure feels that way.
I'll tell you something. You've been with this man for a long time.
For a while, a few years, I think.
Yeah? You ever go to his place?
I've been to his ship.
You been? Oh, he's on the ship, huh? Maybe he's a pirate too. You go to his ship a lot of time?
I've been a few times.
What do you see on his ship? Who do you see?
Okay. The nimble rights, mostly.
Yeah, they work for him too. They look happy?
I guess I never really considered that.
So you working for the guy, and he's a bad guy, and he got a ship, and he do some bad things. Maybe he do a lot of bad things, huh?
I'm
He
sure
got
of it.
any family? Anybody belong to him, or he belong to anybody?
You mean like a wife or...
Yeah. He ever say anything about any of that?
I don't think so. We don't really have a personal relationship.
He just owns you. That's the kind of bad. You ever on that ship or sometime? You go into that place to talk to him, huh? You ever pass anybody in the hallway? You ever see anybody what they shouldn't be there? Somebody odd, somebody not one of those bad guys, anybody. You ever see a wife? You ever see anybody different? You ever see a little boy?
I don't recall, no.
Don't remember walking into an office just as a little scared boy was walking out.
Do I recall that? Just to be clear.
Make a history check.
Okay, I was just to say I really don't know. These are the hard questions right now because I really don't know. Okay, give me a second.
That's why there's a role play in D&D.
That's a
9.
nine.
Well, 9's higher than 5.
Yeah.
As you are described this exact scenario, it does in fact jog your memory. You do remember one particular occasion pretty early on in your relationship on the surface here, where you were being brought in to talk to, Zardoz, let's say. And you did see one of his, like, lieutenants kind of leading a sort of young elvish boy, probably younger than 15, older than 10, out of the room. I mean, the kid didn't look like he wasn't in chains, like he was just following this person, but I don't think you've ever seen anything else like that on the ship.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So it does, now that you mention it, stick out, like having been described to you exactly.
Okay. Yeah, actually, I do remember somebody like that.
You know who that the little boy was?
I don't.
The captain kind of peers around him. I think the captain's got Vera standing in front of him so that the cat and the gal maybe can't. They're probably trying to look. They can definitely hear him, but can't see exactly what's going on. You want me to tell you about that little boy? You also know, looking at this guy, it cannot be him. This guy's a middle-aged pirate. You want to hear about that little boy? You wanted me to tell you? I'm going to tell you something you don't know about that little boy. He is your cousin. That little boy is your cousin. You Vareth, right? I heard about you around this town. That little boy is who he is sending you after. It is not just a pair of glasses. It is not just a stone. He's sending you to find that little boy, because that little boy is his son. And that little boy is your cousin. You want to know how I know these things, eh? The Captain Fernandando Galbani Alioso? You want to know how I know these things? Because I've been running for that man for months. And the scene starts to wiggle just a little bit. And the pirate starts to change. The clothes don't fit him so well anymore. And that little booger changes into a little about 11-year-old plus boy, standing in those heaped up clothes looking up at you. Hey, cousin, I'm Axel. I ran away. And I've been running ever since, and he wants me. And if he finds me, I'm going to be one of those other people that he hurts. And you know what? If you find me and you take me back to him, he's going to hurt you too, because that's all he knows how to do is hurt people. I'm trusting you with my life right now because you're my cousin, and I need help.
You guys love doing this to me. I swear to God.
Holy. Hole.
But I don't understand. How did you get here?
I've been running. I stayed a whole lot with some goblins took me in, and they were really good to me. I don't know what happened to me. I haven't always been this way. I used to just be myself, but, well, I was with my mother, and we were doing okay, and then you know who showed up one day and grabbed me when I was outside of where we lived and took me away. And Mama, she came after me on the ship, and it was bad. And Mama didn't make it. And you know, I don't know what happened. It was magic, and there was light and fire and sparks and screaming, and I don't know. I just ducked my head and tried to be safe. And when you saw me, that was before that. That was before that happened. But in all of that stuff happening, that man that we're talking about, you know who, my father, he damn near blew the boat up. Excuse me for talking that way, but I've been out on the street so long I forgot how to talk like I was taught to talk, like Mama made me talk. So I ran and I swam and I got away, and I've been running ever since. And goblins took me in, and I've got some friends. I've got one really good friend, and I love him, and he ought to be back here any minute now, but he helps me. I found him, and he's mine, and he helps me. His name's Antonio, because, you know, I was being a pirate. I was being a pirate from a different place, so I had a different accent. I did good, huh? I had you fooled, didn't I? Yes, I did. I bet I did. I'm smart. I was, when I first got to Waterdeep Dragon Heist, I said, he's looking for a little boy, so I can't be a little boy. So I made myself into a woman, older than that one over there, although she's got some years on her. But I went by another name. Besides Captain Ferdinandiando, I'm also male on certain days. And I do have some friends, but we haven't been able to get together for much recently. I got a really good friend, Oz. I really need to find Oz. But I got another special friend now, and he's going to be here any minute. And I don't know what he's going to do when he sees those other people. But he kind of knows, because I can talk to him a little bit. We do this kind of thing, you know, we like make motions at each other, and I can understand him pretty good now. And he knows that, well, I've been kind of hoping you'd find me. But I had to test you. You know, I had to test you. I have to test everything now. I have to be so careful.
So I just a really quick question as a side. Was I with him when they met Oz and stuff? I know who Oz is, right?
I mean, you would have seen that their little friend group / adventuring party around the tavern. So I think you would have, around the Yawning Portal, you would know that Mel and Bill and Oz and Arlo are, you know, and a couple of other people are kind of like their own little crew that like runs together and does stuff, you know, knows each other, that sort of thing, hangs out. So yeah, you would recognize those names and probably have interacted with them once or twice here or there, or at least seen them around.
Okay, so I know who you're talking about as far as your group goes. I can help them find you. What can I do to help?
I need to be someplace safe. If you can find me, you're not the only person he's got looking for me. And if you thought he trusted you, you're crazy. He's probably got somebody trailing you right now. I need to be safe. That's why I'm like throwing myself at you, is because I've kind of heard around that you're decent. You're not like him. I need somebody to get me to a safe place. And you know what? You do too. And I want my friend to come too. My special friend, Antonio. Are we making you cry, Pixel?
Several times, it's fine.
Oofta.
Crying at the beautiful work paying off.
Well fucking played.
Honestly, just to, you know, I have been sitting on
Holy.
this since this campaign started.
Holy moly.
Yeah, and he gives me the kid because he knows it's what would fuck with me most. Love that.
Well, listen, also, I will reveal this here. In the original version of this Waterdeep Dragon Heist, Mel was that guy's kid originally. Now, Bonus Mom never found that out until we started cooking this up. But this has been cooking in a certain sense since all the way back then. So then when you were tied to that person, I was like, oh, yes, let's go. 2 drow.
Yes.
Incredible.
Also, what this also means is that Hoodoozy is your uncle.
Let's talk about the elephant in the room. I had no idea.
And on a personal note, can I just add, since we're breaking this wall for a minute, that Stuff proceeded to tell me one day in a live stream that they were looking for Mel. I knew they were looking for Mel. I was rehearsing. I was spending time rehearsing Fernando Gomani Elioso at that point.
Oh my gosh. You played that off so well.
Yeah, we were. I
Damn.
was sitting here quietly losing my mind at the thing that we cooked up, which is that he says the name different every time and then tries to correct you about it because he's a kid and that's
Yeah.
Oh.
Incredible.
Anyway, sorry.
Okay. I'm just not sure how we get away. He has resources that I couldn't even dream about. I wanna help you.
Ash is gonna speak to Vareth silently and say, "I know a place."
I think Vareth looks back at the cat and then I think my friends can help though.
Tab like points her finger. Points to the cat. Yeah, points to the cat.
Yeah. I also think about this time, everyone go ahead and give me a perception.
Oh
Shit.
gosh. Everything's fine.
It's fine. Everything's fine. This is definitely not the assassins I planned for.
Oh gosh. Tab's real distracted today. Tab's got stuff on her mind.
I'm still thinking that you're just real close to Gale.
Okay.
I got 21.
1 second. I need to do it. Damn that. Okay,
I'm
stand
just
by.
really glad this wasn't me because I don't think I could handle bonus one randomly popping in on me.
Holy moly.
This threw me so far off. I
Holy
love bonus
moly.
mom to pieces, and I can't.
All
This
pixels
is
lost
like
it.
the greatest thing
I'm
in the
telling you.
entire world.
It's their favorite thing to do. You should have seen what they did to me in Curse of Strahd.
Oh gosh.
Okay, let's see here. 1 second.
Holy moly. That music will change too.
Oh yeah,
Oh.
I felt good about that one too. And Mom played it perfectly. Okay.
So good.
Yeah.
So good.
Okay, you guys. Oh, I have one more to do. Hang on. Ba-bum, ba-bum. Perception, blam. Whew, okay, so Mel, you critted over here. So you definitely hear this. Vareth, actually everyone, including Tav, honestly, on a 9. You all hear some noise from back up the hall. On the crit, though, what I will say, Mel, is you know what it is, and it is your good friend Antonio, who is, you hear like a clop and a clonk, and then it stops when you get the sense that Antonio hears voices. And then you sort of hear like
Oh
a
my
secret
God.
kind of like knock, like kind of a thing happen.
Yep. Holy shit.
Captain Fernando reaches over to the toolbox and he does a few little knocks back in a sequence.
Yeah, and
Just
a
a couple.
few short seconds later, a nimble right emerges from the darkness.
Yep. Of course it does. Yep.
Hey, this is Antonio. I call him Tony. He's my friend. How you doing, buddy?
Yeah, he makes a sign to you that indicates I brought you this, and he goes over and brings you like a little sort of like sweet like bread with some like jelly in it, just like a little like treat.
Oh. Axel doesn't hesitate. He grabs it. He shoves it in his mouth all in one piece. The jammy parts of the top and the melted sugar are just dripping down his chin. He's licking his fingers. This is great. And he's covered in goo. And then he starts wiping up on his like undershirt, because that's what he had underneath all of the pirate gear. Antonio, it's Vera. And he kind of like he points to Vareth and
Yeah.
you know, to the nimble right. But
Yeah.
he says it too, so that everybody else hears him.
Sure.
And then he says to Vareth, "You trust these people too? They're your friends?"
I think he takes just a second, but he says, "With my life."
Well, I'm gonna trust him with mine too.
Yeah, I think he kind of. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
I was just gonna say somebody knows a place we could maybe be safe because all my safe places have been found. You found some of them.
Yeah, I think he turns back. It's like, I think he looks at the cat. What do we do?
My place is far away. Gotta leave town. That's gonna take a while to get there. But it'll be the safest place they can be, I promise that.
If we got you a way out of town, would you take it?
In a heartbeat.
We're gonna need somewhere safe in the meantime.
That
Well,
I
I've been
don't have.
Pretty safe here. If I stopped going trying to find some way, I was trying to find a boat to get on. And I was trying to not look like who I am. I like pirates. There was a guy that was in our friendship for a while, Arlo, and Arlo really is a pirate. So I kind of modeled off of Arlo, but I think I was even better at it.
Yeah, the nimble right makes some gestures that you, Axel, can interpret as, didn't he tell you his wife was the queen of pirates?
Yeah, his wife was the queen of pirates, but I didn't be a pirate queen. I didn't want to do that. Mel's the only woman for me. Well,
I
I can
gotta
stay
ask
here.
Sorry.
I can stay here unless you got someplace that you are that's safe.
I would say you could come stay with his troll skull, but I know he's watching. So, I mean, you're welcome to if you think your disguise will hold up, of course.
Well, I'm very versatile as far as that's concerned, and I don't know if he knows that about me or not. Because I wasn't always like this. This thing that I can change who and what I am, that came when we lost Mama, and there was all the bad stuff on the ship. I was out of it for a while. I managed to swim away, and then when I got to shore, I didn't even know who I was till the goblins took me in, and then I didn't even know I was his son or anything. It's taken me months to kind of sort of remember who I was before. I can be somebody else. It'll be harder for Antonio.
I think at this moment, Tab will kind of step forward for a minute. I hope it's okay if I've had to be on the run as well. And she's going to take off. She has an amulet of Mylikili.
Yeah.
And that one, she's going to hand it over to
Axel.
I want to say Mel, but it's not Mel. Axel. Take this. It belongs to a goddess who was worshipped in a place that taught me something important, which is that roads can lead away from danger and not just always towards them as we feel they might. And Mylikili in particular, she guards over forests and lost paths and frightened travelers. And I can't promise that it will stop every cruel thing that you'll encounter on the road. No charm could do that, of course, but I hope it helps you find kind doors and kind people behind them. People who would choose mercy before suspicion.
Well, thank you. That would be mighty wonderful. Thank you. I haven't had very many people do anything nice for me. This is very nice. Thank you, ma'am. I didn't really mean you had a lot of years on you, you know. Just a little old. for me.
As that should be. It's all right.
But I'm getting older every day.
At this point, Jerry like peeks out of your pocket real quick, Vareth, and just sort of like whispers up at you like, "Do you think the safe house would work? It's a temporary measure. No one really knows you all frequent it, so if you can find a way to sort of secret them there."
Yes.
And I don't know what that means. 'Cause I don't think I was privy to that.
Yeah. Tav will.
Well, no, I think
Absolutely.
it came up at some point that like that was a possibility for multiple. I think some of you stayed there.
We did talk about it because I even talked about writing to El Torchel to see if more people, but it turned out it was like a really small space, so it wasn't big enough for more than.
Right.
But I did bring it up to you all. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's fine. Jerry has a good memory.
Yeah, absolutely. I know a place. It's they're good people. I was a tutor for their children, and they offered us a place to stay when we needed respite. And I think they would do the same for friends of ours.
Antonio too.
Antonio too. Although I must warn you, we'll need to keep Antonio under wraps, as I did run into Nim, as it were. We might have been on the lookout for Antonio, thinking he was on the run.
Yeah. He's really a good friend. I'd be lost without him.
Yeah.
Okay, folks. Well, in the interest of time, let's say a pretty straightforward plan would be for you guys to come back with like a cart, hide them in it, and cart them to El Torchel. Maybe let's make some checks about that next session, but that's, seems like a way for you guys to buy some time to figure out what to do here. And I think we're going to call it just to make sure that we end on time tonight, because I know some people have a hard out. So. I love it when a plan comes together.
Played. Oh, well played all around.
This is why we love this game.
It's so good. It's the
The look on
greatest
everybody's
game.
face when she popped in, man.
I literally, I was like,
and then when you said it was your cousin, oh man, just great times. Good job, everybody. Well done.
the kids' toolbox got me because that made it click. I was
funny
like,
story. The kid's
"Oh!"
toolbox is actually Antonio's.
Yeah.
Because he does
Either way.
tinkering. But yeah, anyway.
Yeah.
Okay, folks. Well, with that, we're going to do our usual outro today. Remind you who we are, where we can be found on the internet, and all of that. In the meantime, we're going to find somebody to raid. But while we do that, please remind everybody who you are. Starting, of course, with our dear friend and big dog himself, Vincent Page.
Hi guys, I'm Vincent Page. I'm emotionally traumatized. It's fine. And I'm in Vareth, the newly cousined Drow Elf Ranger. Great.
Also, yeah, only related to your indentured servant lord.
Yeah, we're going to have to talk about that one. That's complicated. Does that mean I have a last name now that I didn't know about?
Oh yeah, sure. I think maybe thinking back, I'll just go ahead and give you this one based on what we've talked about. Your mother was a Vine Ray, but a sister of the house that tried to split off, but they don't like to let their daughters do that, so they got ganked.
Yeah.
By their own family. and then Jarlaxle, who of course is their sort of black sheep son who's still alive, which is kind of a problem, but also they kind of work with him sometimes. Came across you in the Underdark, recognized who you were and all of that, and he's known the whole time.
Oh, fuck me. Okay. That's who I am, guys.
Yeah, that's also one I've had. Pretty much that bullet's been in the chamber since day one as well.
Yeah.
Look at him. He's just contemplating everything now. He's just
Here's the real question. Did we find the glasses?
Well, I was going to ask about him. We'll get to it.
Yeah. Yes. Fernando Narndard Gorman Narmininer does in fact have the glasses in her character sheet. Okay. Well, anyway, we're gonna go find somebody to raid. Starting, of course, with the big dog himself, Vincent Page. You introduced yourself and who you were playing tonight, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Lady Steph.
I'm Lady Stuff, and I played Tav, just Tav, the half elf sorceress draconic lady. Put those words in the right order. You got it.
All right. Oh, I have Ash in the wrong spot. I've had this the whole time. Sorry, guys. Victor.
Oh my gosh.
My bad, everybody.
Oh yeah, I'm Skynet. Been playing Victor Valacrest, human paladin, and wow, pretty exceptional night.
Yeah. I'm just gonna actually move those on the screen while Jason, please remind them who you are.
Yeah, I'm Jason. Been playing Ash the Cat / Druid.
Excellent. And Foxy.
I am Foxy. I've been playing Xylander Blazel, and turns out that I don't have a child, as someone once predicted.
Yeah. Also, all the time you guys were cooking about who this kid could be, and I was like, I know exactly.
And instead, Vareth has a cousin.
And instead, it's freaking.
Well, don't worry, guys. I changed my last name on my character sheet. It's fine.
I gotta look at this. Also, our last player for the evening, Bonus Mom.
So I am Bonus Mom, and I played Captain Fernando Garbani Lioso, a wonderful pirate, and also Vera's cousin. And there is nobody on this planet that I would rather have played a scene with like that than my dearest friend in the world, Vincent Page.
Sweet.
He's all that stuff that Pixel said, but to me, he's just one of my guys, one of my kids, and I love him.
Excellent.
God,
And
Yeah, we're all gonna cry.
this is the one part I'm not crying at.
I love it so much.
So I'll bring it home, gang. My name is Pixel. You can find me here on twitch.tv/hammer and pixel, where I do a lot of Final Fantasy 14. You can also find several of us next week, hopefully, for our Netherdeep campaign, where I am not GMing, and we will be all players together. So that is a lot of fun. In the meantime, gang, let me see. We are
Listen, I would have helped find somebody to raid, but I was kind of in a moment.
Yeah, it's all good.
right now.
I think I've got somebody. We're gonna raid Robert Hartley GM. They're doing a talkback show maybe, but actually no, let's not do that. We've
Goblets
raided
and War.
who?
Goblets and War.
Okay, do you want to throw that in chat so I can check them out?
Warlocks. Sorry, Goblets and Warlocks.
Okay.
I'm coming back. I had a copy. This is somebody we've rated before.
Yeah, let's do it.
D&D right now.
Okay, hell yeah, let's do it. All right, gang. Well, thanks so much for hanging out. We'll be back, of course, with this game again. And Bonus Mom is not going to be a long-term player in the campaign, but maybe just a short guest NPC for a couple of sessions while we iron this sort of angle out. And yeah, we're going to send you guys over to Goblets and Warlocks, who we've rated before. And thank you all very much. Peace out. And do me a favor until the next time that I see you. Be kind to yourself and don't let your DM blindside you with insane family connections that radically
Good luck.
redefine the arc of your character. Listen, you gave me all the pieces of that puzzle.
Always do.
Oh god.
Anyway, folks.
Did not see that coming.
Okay, so I know we got a hard out, so I'm going to try to get this done in the next 2 minutes. Get this raid going. Thanks, everybody. Peace out. And we will catch you next time. Bye.
Well played.
Let me tell a tale of a world where heroes walk among us, fighting through the darkness left by monsters and by selfish men. A tale of glory rents asunder, sacrifice and battles lost. Our heroes know not what awaits them, and still they carry on. Let me sing a song of a family forged by trial.